That's the new sound check test. You do that, you get to touch the red. You get it.
You just see all the decibel levels and stuff.
Just to touch the red. You know.
Just a little touch, dude. You know.
Oh God. Shit, dude. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Another Sunday down, dude. Another podcast in the books, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I almost didn't make it here with those bicyclists. Fucking just. I mean, could they have tried to get hit more than what they were doing? I don't think so.
I don't think so, man. That's the most dangerous thing you can do.
It was one of the most like. It was like there was 3 guys, and then one guy just doing the normal thing at the very top of the mountain. He kind of just gets off on the shoulder, and he's going down like at a normal pace. And like everyone's just because if you're on the shoulder and you're going normal pace, like you can control your bike like right at the edge of the road, so cars can drive by still whenever there's a chance. And then the 2 daredevils that were, I mean, these guys thought they were riding motorcycles. They were in the middle of the road and they were bombing, and like they were like, if we just haul ass as fast as we can, we can beat out the traffic going down. Like, no one will have to even touch their brakes. No one will even know we're here. And, like, I'm in this, like, 35-year-old truck, and there's, like, 80 cars behind me, and they're just, like, trying to be all aerodynamic in the middle of the road, like, it was like the scene from Dumb and Dumber where they were, like, driving that fucking little motorcycle, like, moped up the mountain. There's, like, 80 cars behind them. And then I'm sitting there, I'm like, I don't know, like, I'm getting pressure from behind me, so I have to, like, be kind of close to them. And I'm like, dude, if one of these guys just fell, like, would I try to get out of the way? Yes. But, like, would I maybe run over one of their legs or something? Yeah, probably. Or their head or whatever, you know? I mean, you guys are rolling dice, dude. Like,
I think that's part of the thing, though. It's like, what's gonna make you ride better than danger, bro? Like,
I can just tell the mindset. They were like, we can just go faster than the cars on these bicycles. Like,
we're going downhill. So like, no, I have a friend who rides at work, and he rides up Palomar all the time, and I'm always freaked out by it. I'm like, dude, that's just like, I guess it gives you an edge to like fuck with danger a little bit. I don't know. I really don't know what it is. I'm like, that's too dangerous, bro.
I mean, I'm already irritated a little bit, but like, it's not too bad as long as you like share the road.
Yeah.
Like, as long as you stay in like anywhere. I don't know how, you know, a normal bike lane, how it's marked on the road. What is it, like 3 feet?
I'd say
4 feet, maybe 3.5 feet or something. If you just stay on the right side, I'll even give you an extra, because, you know, that road's a little...
I'm going to be honest. I wouldn't be riding a bike up or down that road, dude.
Yeah. I mean...
that road, it's tight for 2 cars, bro.
Yeah, so these guys, you know, they're doing some disservice to, like, the world, but it's okay. I mean, it's whatever.
I know there's drivers out there, you know. My wife's one of them. She does not like bikes on the side of the road.
Just...
flashy objects, dude, you know?
I just want anyone that's doing this to just know that if it's either you or me, it'll always be you. You know what I mean? Just, you know, in that situation, I will be the hammer and you'll be the nail. Yeah. So just think about that shit before, because it's like, oh, I'm either going to swerve off the road and die, or I will... with a smile on my face, just finally take one of you guys off and be like, there was nothing I could do.
No.
I couldn't have done
That's like fucking a rabbit jumping in front of your car. People are like, never swerve, hit the rabbit, dude. Like, you know.
Yeah, like, I don't fucking swerve. I don't try to hit them, but I ain't risking fucking... I'll be the hammer in that situation. I don't care, dude. Fuck it.
I'm just too... I remember one person told me once, we were out on like there's a bunch of boats around, and this little boat cut this big boat off, and people are like, that guy's an idiot. And I was like, why? He's in a fast boat. And they're like, boat rules, dude. Like, whoever's biggest has the right of way, because you would just get demolished. And I was like, oh my god, I like never thought of it like that. I was like, dude, that's real, man. So even in a car, you know, when you see those people like trying to cut off a big semi, or like they got the right of way, bro. Like that thing could destroy.
Anytime I'm like driving to Texas and like the big ass fucking white Dodge, like that 350, I'm always just like, I feel pretty safe in this.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
I feel bad for anyone else that had to get in a wreck with me, but like I feel pretty good.
Or that things they can just like fucking do whatever they want around you, bro.
Yeah, in the Miata, I was always like, yeah, no. Oh. I mean, this is like a glorified tin can, like rolling down the road. Yep. Like fuck.
A gust of wind could peel the roof off, dude.
No, like, I had a hard top on it, but yeah, no,
fucking beast, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, it was pretty, Yeah.
It's fucking risky.
You'd go under, like a truck would drive over you, and you would just.
Dude, just like,
oh my god! I forgot. We should talk about. I totally forgot about this.
Let's talk.
I went to a Padres game on Friday night.
Oh wow, bro! Yeah, sports, huh?
Yeah, Oscar got tickets. Our whole work got tickets, and they even had extra tickets. But she's like, maybe bring someone. I was like, bitch, I'm taking a bus down there because my whole thing was like, I can't drive back at night. Like, no. If I drive down to Petco Park and then we leave at like 11 o'clock, I think the game was over at like 9:45. I was like, I ain't making it home. You know what I mean? Like, not on a Friday. Like,
hell no.
No, I mean, if I was at TTF and I was like still hyped up on like a fucking set or like
a good match.
Yeah, but no, I was just sleeping from this fucking baseball game. It was like putting me in.
Gonna have some hot dogs, some fucking. I'd be housing.
It was so
food,
terrible,
bro.
dude. We got fucking murked by the Braves. I was like, all right, well, it was like 3-0 or 4-0 or something. It wasn't that bad, but it was bad. I don't even think they got the furthest they got was someone on third base.
Fuck.
And he like stole a base to get there or some shit. Like, dude, it was pathetic.
He worked hard for it, then, dude. That's bad, dude.
Those guys fucking suck. But
shoutouts to baseball, dude.
Supposedly they're like in third place in the division too, which is like that's a miracle.
That's pretty cool, actually.
But wow. I don't know. They got fucked up. Whatever. And then, but to get down there, I took the fucking bus, bro.
How was that, dude? Did you eat a banana? Just have all the guys oogling at
honestly, it was like it was depressing, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
It was fucking
There's
depressing.
Nothing good about the bus. When you're a kid, it's an adventure, but when you're an adult...
Fuck, bro. We never even turned the light on. Does it look alright?
It looks alright. Let me turn it on right now, though. But when you're a kid, dude, the bus is fun.
I used to take the bus all over the place, but I never took the rapid bus to fucking... Just turn it towards us. Just turn it towards us at all and then just plug it in at the bottom one. No, it's not plugged in.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Let's see what the difference is. You guys will finally see the difference that the light makes, if any at all. We don't even know.
Headphones?
No. Wait. Are the headphones plugged in at the bottom? Okay, yeah. Unplug the headphones. There you go. Good shit. You know what's up.
I know.
It's been recording the like fucking headphone mic this whole time. It's like louder than our fucking setup, dude.
Power.
And flip it to that like half amber, half white.
Okay.
No, the switch one. No, the switch one. It's got two arrows spinning around.
Oh, there you go.
The one more. There you go.
Okay.
And then, did you turn it down like 4 clicks?
Yeah.
All right, you're good. Just point it down a little bit. It's kind of up in the air. That's a little too much. I thought.
Maurice, get out of there.
Now you get to see our fucking pretty faces.
Yeah.
So, no, it was fucked up, man. And then like, dude, everyone's like, dude, you gotta leave. I'm like, what? They're like, you gotta leave. I'm like, doesn't the bus leave at like 5:30? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, I'll make it. And they were just like, fuck, everyone's like freaking out. My sister was there for some reason, and everyone was like, you gotta get going. I'm like, dude, I'll make it. You guys just fucking don't worry about me. Like, and then I got there, and I just like, I walked straight up to the thing. I fucked up, like, cause I heard that like riding the bus was free in September. So I was like, no, I'm serious. So I was like, okay. And then I was like, all I need is a Pronto card. So I went to the little machine, and I was like, all right, give me a Pronto card. And they're like, you gotta add money to it. I was like, what? So I put $5 on it, and I was like, man, that's fucking whack. But either way, I think I could have got it for free, but I just fucking shit the bed. I don't know. I didn't know what I was doing.
No,
I saw the bus there, and I was like, let go. I can't dilly-dally too long.
No.
Because then I didn't have a mask either. And then,
what did you do?
I mean...
Just drew a picture.
No,
of the mask.
I was like, on the way over there, I was like looking in trash cans. I was like, I'll do whatever it takes.
Some homeless guy, he's like, let me get that mask, dog.
Look at that diaper, dude. I was like no. I just walked up and I was like, bro, do you got a mask? I don't fucking have one. And he's like, yeah. And he like had his little, he had like a laptop bag. I was like, you got a laptop, bro? He's like, it was just full of like fucking
masks.
Like Kleenex, like wiping tears over the fact he like didn't have a laptop. I was like, nah, this shit's not. I'm just kidding. He had a mask. He pulled a mask out and gave it to me. I was like, fuck yeah. And then I don't know. There was just
characters on the bus. Or
it was sad, dude. It was sad. It was sad.
It's it's a weird existence, dude.
Well, it was just some people that were a little down and out. Some like moms with these kids, like a kid, and like I don't remember what she had this shirt that said something on it. I can't remember what it was, but it was really ironic because it was just like covered in stains and all fucking fucked up. And I was like, oh, these poor fucking people, dude. You know what I mean? I was like,
you gotta respect someone who's like living their life like that.
Well, they're trying. I mean, they're moving. You know, they're
moving 1 foot at a time, dog. You know,
they're getting from Escondido to fucking
San Diego.
I know some people that can't manage to do that. Like, you know, I know some like people that, you know, they just, I can't do anything. I'm like, okay, well,
it's fucking crazy.
These guys are like getting on the express bus. It was the 2:35, man, and I don't know. I'd say half the people there were like just working or whatnot and taking the bus, and then the other half were like, these people were going to like just kill their children or sell them, and like some like fucking, I mean, I was just like,
me, Chris Hansen in the house.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is going on? It was bad. I don't know. It was just, I don't know. I definitely got the blues on that, but I was like, yo, bro, what the fuck am I doing here?
You get on with the ticket, but you leave with the depressies, dog.
It was like psychological, like warfare.
You see someone working, bro, and it's like, I couldn't even imagine getting onto the bus after an 8-hour work shift. Like, that almost like would kill me, dude.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy, bro. I've always respected it, though. Anyone that can really, like, because you see people in Escondido all the time without cars and walk into the bus stops, and you're just like, dude, that's fucking serious, bro. Like, I don't know.
I used to take the bus all over the place, and you know, I've never taken that bus that goes from there to there, though. I was a little.
How long of a ride was it, too?
That's a good question.
Because you had to do a couple stops, right?
It was an express bus. It stopped at Del Lago, which was the mall.
Okay.
It stopped at, you know, those like on the carpool lane, those weird bridges that go up and out, and then to the left to like these weird, like one's in Rancho Bernardo kind of, one's in like Mira Mesa kind of. They stopped at those things.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, why are these here? Like, what the who's getting off? But it's the bus like stopping at these stops, like it's pit stop. It was only like I don't know. There was only like maybe 5 or 6 stops before it got to San Diego, though.
That's not too bad.
And then I was fucking confused. This was like, I mean, I'm used to like I'll just put it this way. It was a little easier to get around on like the Japan rail circuit in another country than it was to like get around on this like the San Diego fucking MTS like system. I was like, what is this shit? So I looked up the thing, right, on the internet, and the names of the stops were something different than the names on the stops that he told me to get off on. I was like, hey bro, I'm trying to get to Petco. Like, what do I do? He's like, get off on something city. And I was like, okay. Or City College or something. And I was like, so he said that, and I was like, I had my earbuds and I was fucking stupid. I couldn't really hear. Plus I had a mask, he had a mask. He was like, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, all right. I could just read his lips, right? Fuck me. And then I was like, well, I was like, okay, so I got time. I'll just go look it up on the back of the bus, you know. I'll just look it up. And I'm looking, and none of the stops say. One says university. So like at one stop, I walk up to the front. I was like, "Yo, was I supposed to get off on university?" And he's like, "No, something in college." I was like, "Oh, college." And I went back and I was like, "College." I was like, "College." I looked it up on one of the main websites. There was none of the stops were called college. I was like, okay. I was like, what the fuck? So I looked up another thing, the MTS thing, and I looked it up, and none of them said college. And I was like, oh, so let me see. Like, I'll look up Petco Park to 235, and it said get off at like 12th and the Petco Park one is 12th and fuck, I can't remember what the fuck it was called. 12th and something. And I'm like, okay, well, where is the other one? Nothing had the same name. None of them had the same name. I had to like look up that. I had to Google City College Transit Station and get the address, and then try to match it with an address that was on the MTS thing. And then I finally, luckily it was like an hour-long bus ride, because it took me like 45 minutes to figure this shit out. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, fuck.
And I finally ended up finding like a PDF of like a little like made by the bus, and that was the only one that in parentheses had like the actual like I don't know what the fuck, but it actually said City College. I was like, oh shit, okay.
That's
so then I got off on City College, and of course there was like two trains that went through. There was like the blue line and the yellow line, or orange and blue. I don't know. Fuck, who gives a shit? But I mean, dude, the fucking there was some wild shit, dude. There was this guy, he had this little chihuahua like in a stroller. He was talking to someone in a stroller, and I was like, oh, like it's like a little guy.
It's a little baby.
It's a weird old man and a baby. I'm like, okay. And then I look, and it's just this like chihuahua with a hat and like a jacket on and like wrapped up in blankets, and all you see is like his head. And I don't know. There was like a mask right next to him in case he like needed it. I was like, and the guy's just like, you're my boy, like that's my boy. You're just my boy, like all this stuff, and the dog just like. I was like, what the fuck? There was a lot of there's a lot of people there.
Riff raff, dude, or what?
Luckily, there was like some kid who looked like he was like taking the fucking San Ysidro bus up here to go to college or something, and I was like, this guy is like the only approachable person that doesn't have like fucking tattoos on his neck or face or shit. And I was like, hey man, like, I was all like, I'm looking at this map, and it's got times going both ways, but there's no arrows telling you like on this side this one's going that way, and on that side. He's like, yeah, it's kind of. He's like, huh, that would be better, huh? I was like, yes, it would. It would actually help you be able to fucking decipher this.
Bus and dude, get to where you're going, dude.
I mean, who came up with this shit? That they didn't have like
people that weren't taking the bus, dog.
In Japan, if you're at any fucking stop, if you're on that side of the train tracks, right? It'll say what lines are going to be coming through, and it'll have times. But it'll have an arrow going like this is the direction it's going. It didn't say that. And the sun had already set, so I couldn't tell which way was fucking east or west. Yeah. I'm like, bro, I don't got the fucking
compass.
I don't got my fucking range man on. No, I'm going diving after this. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know.
Dude, that's fucked, bro.
And I was just like, dog, like, what is this shit? And he's like, I guess you're just supposed to know. I'm like, okay, well, that's useful. And then he told me, he's like, no, it's on this side. I'm like, all right. So I got on. They didn't even. I had that card with the $5 on it. I know it was supposed to be free, but they didn't even check my fucking ticket, dude. I was like, what's going on right now? Like, do I like? You know what I mean? I was like, is this shit free?
It's caught up, dude.
Like, is this fucking free? Can you just ride this for free? Like, what the hell is going on? Well, I made it to the game, and when I called them, they were like, we're on the Sprinter going to the game right now. And I was in Esco on the bus, and I beat them there somehow. And they were coming, they were coming from La Jolla at her work on a bus. They were taking a train over there. And I was like, dude, you guys are fucking You guys fucking suck ass, bro.
Holy shit.
It was funny. I don't know. You know, the game was kind of whack. I just ate shitty pizza. Like, there was good hot dogs. I, like, bought Oscar the cheap, shitty ass, like, turkey dog. Because I was like, you know, the one with all the scraps?
Yeah.
There was, like, this, like, all beef, like, Hebrew National for, like, $6. I got, like, a $2, like, dumpster hot dog. They were, like, boiling it, like, in a fucking... It was bad. I was like, give me get those cheap ones. It was fucking. Someone came back with like a way better hot dog, and she was like, "Why the fuck did I get this shitty ass one?" I was like, "It's all you deserve.
Be appreciative for what you get.
It's all you deserve." Like, there's mustard on it. It'll have some flavor.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It was kind of funny, but you know, the game ended, and then we went, and they were like, "We want to go to some like." Let's walk over to the gas lamp and like go to some bar for a minute. I'm like, I couldn't. I was like, let's just. I was like, you know, I'm down to go there for a minute, but like, we should get the fuck out of here. And we stayed till like 11:30, and then we're like, let's walk to the fucking transit center. And we got there, and the last train had already left.
You're fucking kidding me.
I was like, you guys fucked this up. Like, I thought I was like,
bro, I'd have been so fucking mad. How'd you guys get home?
I wasn't that mad. I thought it was kind of funny because there was a lot of other people there. They were like, well, the train's coming, right? And this train came and like stopped, and then like everyone started walking towards it, and then he turned on these like red lights, and then people were like still walking towards it, and he starts like honking, and then he just backs up, and I was like, this guy's a fucking badass dude. He's all like, he's like, too late. Like, this is just to fucking.
Oh my god, bro.
This is just the first bus for tomorrow or something. I was like, damn. So we kind of got fucked.
What did you end up doing? Staying there?
One of Oscar's friends got an Uber, and it came in like 5 seconds. I was like, okay, well, it's all like, and that guy drove like a fucking psychopath, dude. I was like, nice.
They must have to, dude.
I was like, nice whip, Ahmad or whatever the fuck his name was. And he just no-sold me, and I was like, all right, well, I see how it is. And then the guy was just driving like a fucking nut, and I was like, this guy must make like 6 figures a year.
Oh, yeah.
If you're working like this, like
you just get.
And he had like a nice brand new Toyota like 9-seater, like what's got like a third back seat and shit. What
was there candy and like phone chargers and shit for you guys?
It was balling. I'm not gonna lie, but he was just fucking cutting people off, and there was like a red light. And I was like, why are you stopping, dude? I was like, you're already fucking...
He just puts a cop light on top. He's just like...
I'm serious. Like, we were laughing about it, but I was like... And the whole time we're at the baseball game, Oscar was putting popcorn on this guy's hood. And I was like, dude, what are you doing? She thought it was funny. I was like, you're such
just some random dude?
Yeah, it was some, like a...
Coworker?
I think it was like a coworker's, like, friend or some shit. I don't even know who this guy was. Like, Oscar, like, barely met him, and she just was laughing. I'm like, you're such a bitch. I was like... And then when we were leaving, I was like, hey, like, just so you know. I was trying to give him hints the whole time, but... he was too stupid to figure it out. And then
he got up in that popcorn.
When we were leaving, I was like, bro, actually, and Oscar's like, why are you telling him? I was like, I don't want him to put a fucking hood on when he's leaving and have popcorn pop over. You know, that's
who even puts a hood on anymore?
That's
you know
rude.
what I mean? Like,
yeah, sweatshirts are best, dude. No, I don't know.
I've never seen anyone wear a hood so long.
But it was just wild. We went to some gay fucking. I mean, I don't know if it was a gay bar, but it was a gay bar. But
it was a lame bar.
They're all gay to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. And then. And we were there for a minute. We missed the fucking train. We got the Uber. The guy drove like a nut. It was wild. And then...
Did he drive you guys home?
Well, this is the problem. I haven't even told you this. No.
Because I'm like...
He drove us to her vehicle that was at Mission Valley. And then she drove us to the work that she lives close by that Oscar's car was at.
Okay.
And then... I was like, Oscar was like, I'm tired. I'm like, okay, I'll drive. And then I drove us.
You took the bus not to drive.
I know.
Back.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
I know. I was getting kind of tired too.
Fuck yeah.
So I was slapping myself and shit. I drove to the transit center where I parked my car. And then I'm like, all right, babe, and then I was so tired. I was like, let's just take a nap. We slept for 30 minutes. There. And then, I know, this shit just keeps on.
Jesus Christ, bro.
18 minutes for this fucking, 38. All right, I'm just making sure. I don't want to miss out.
I'm just watching this shit, dude.
And then, I'm like, we slept for 30 minutes. I woke up. I was like, are you good? She's like, I'm good. I'm like, all right. And then we're driving and she's following me up the mountain. And when we're on the grade, bro, I just see her start to slow down. And I'm like, what is she doing? And then, like, I turned one of the bends and I was like, I started to slow down and she, like, never came around the corner. And I was like, okay. And I call her and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And she's just like, I got a flat tire. I ran off the road a little bit. I was like, oh my God. I was like, well, let me see if I can find a little dugout. You know?
You can, like, pull over and change the tire.
I turned around and it's like, what time is it? It's like 2 in the morning, 2:30 or something.
Wow.
And I find a little dugout. I see her like rolling all crazy, and I'm like, drive up to this little dugout here so I can change the tire. She pulls up, bro. The rim is like this, right? And then right here, it just goes.
Oh,
like
no.
Yeah. I mean, it just fucking completely
destroyed her rim.
Yeah, and then the side of the bumper was kind of scraped, and the back panel.
What did she hit, though?
She went on the right hand side where that weird fence was at, and she hit a rock, and I think the fence kind of scraped her. Yeah, and then I'm just like, all right, put your car in park and put the brake on. And she's like, okay. And then I jack her car up, and it just falls off the jack, and I'm like, did you put the brake on? She's like, you told me to put the parking brake on. I'm like, I'm gonna kill you. Like, I wasn't mad, but I was like, can you just like stop fucking up for like half a second? I was like, for God's sakes, like, Jesus. Why didn't you call me when you were driving up the mountain? You got tired. She's like, I thought I could make it. I was like, well, it didn't work.
Yeah,
so.
not wrong, dude.
Whatever. I wasn't
fucking shit, bro.
I wasn't too mad. I was just like, let's just get out of here. You know?
I would just be mad that it was 2 o'clock and I wasn't in my goddamn bed. That'd be like the only thing that and I have a weird stomach. So like taking a shit is real for me, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'd be like, we need to get the fuck home, dude. I need to take a shit.
I gotta take a shit now. No, so I mean, that was fun.
That's an adventure, right? A whole transit adventure.
Yeah,
dude.
I could have gone without 90% of it, but it's okay. It was.
We got a Padres game, dude. So
it's a Friday night.
That's the best case scenario at a Padres game.
Friday night. You know that thing they say nothing good happens past 2 in the morning? I think it's right.
Well, Joey Diaz always says, he's like, people that go out on Friday night are fucking losers. He's like, the real parties happen on Sunday, dude. Yeah, it's like, you go out on Sunday night, dude, because then no one's out, dude. And I was like, that's pretty fucking real, bro.
Yeah, well, we didn't need anyone to fuck that up.
No, not at all, dude.
So that whole rim is shot. The tire's blown out. It was fun. And then the little baby banana tire in the trunk. And put it on. We got home. And Oscar's like, you're mad at me. I was like, no, not really. I'm just kind of like
irritated, if anything.
But it is what it is.
That's just the way it goes sometimes.
Let's go to a Padre game,
and then
let's walk to the gas lamp afterwards. I was like, you really want to change a flat tire at 2 in the morning? She's like, what? I was like, nothing. And then like,
well, fuck it, bro. That's a pretty exciting Friday night, dude.
Sure. Yeah, it was fucking riveting. I was like,
I think all we did was fucking like, oh god, my Friday night was godlike, dude.
Man.
We just fucking like ate wings and fucking like
fell asleep at like 9 o'clock,
dude. Yeah, nice. We tried the jerk chicken, boy.
Oh, they have it?
It was good, dude.
I fucking knew it, dude.
It's sauce though. I didn't know it was sauce.
Oh, is that what it is?
It was good. It was really good. Megan got it, and I got my the dry rub. The Cajun dry rub or something, and then tried a little bit of hers, and
that sounds good.
That jerk chicken was bomb, dude.
Yeah, What about Saturday? Did you do anything cool Saturday?
What did we do? I think I just played Monster Hunter with my brother and Jeremy, and then Megan had to do like a CPR class.
Monster Hunter World?
Rise. It's on the Switch.
Oh, you guys are fucking...
It's like the newer one, yeah.
Okay.
It's alright. It's pretty cool. I think it's better because it's not like the old ones. I've played so many iterations of this game that it's like daunting to play a new one. You're like, they fucking got a new one out again? Like, son of a bitch, I don't think I'm going to buy this one.
Yeah.
Josh was like, it's pretty sick. He ended up buying it for me like a good brother. What a badass.
Okay.
So I tried it out, and it cuts through all the bullshit. You get right to the fucking fun shit right away. I was like, this is sick.
There you go.
Like, I was like, that's what we need, dude. You're gonna make 15 iterations of a game. Get to the good stuff better.
Cut out the fucking
trim the fat, dude. Yeah, it's like, it was fucking crazy. So I think they did a good job with this game. It's like got this like Japan like vibe to it. All the fucking like buildings and like the music. It's pretty cool. Like, I think it's a cool like aesthetic. It's straight away from what they've done before, so I'm into it. But we just played that, and I think we've been watching Homestead Rescue. You ever watch that show with Marty Rainey? Mm-hmm. It's the fucking best show, dude. It's these people that just live your lifestyle and go to these like YouTube fucking people's like homesteads that are like, we're living off the land and shit, and they like are about to lose everything. They're like, we can't even like kill a chicken. They're like, we don't know what to do. They just come and save them and like show them how to do a homestead.
At the end, is it like 2 weeks later? It was a murder suicide.
Sometimes it's like the wife's dead. You had to eat her to stay alive.
Timmy got bit by a rattlesnake. It's like the Oregon Trail like endings.
It's cool because it's not always a happy story. Yeah, it's always like that. It's like, after the Rainies left, we just sold the fucking homestead and like got the fuck out.
It's like we gave up on the province and we now live in fucking.
I didn't know you had to kill your own chicken. Like, live it out here, dude. Like, you know, like, I didn't anticipate that, dude.
It's like, I thought we could just go to the market.
Like, no, that's what they do. They'll buy these homesteads. Remember, okay, it's like your ranch in Texas. How long of a drive is it to town?
2 hours at least.
These people would drive 2 hours a day to get water. Every day. There was no well on the fucking land. They're getting groceries at the fucking store every day. They're like, this isn't living off grid. They're like, oh, we have a cabin. Like, no, dude, you have to like do it all here. So they're like, luckily sometimes they'll have water on the property.
Why do they just dig a well?
Because they don't fucking think about shit like that. They don't understand. Because people watch a YouTube video and they're like,
was it green?
What?
Was it green there?
Like the shrubbery and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
fucking dig 16 feet down.
What they ended up doing was there was a creek, and they like tapped into the creek.
Yeah.
And they like used the hydropower to power the place and to store water.
Oh.
It was fucking sick. And I was just like, it sucks because you watch YouTube sometimes and you think like,
they're like, this is all we needed to do.
Yeah,
it's like all we needed to do was make a fucking hydro electricity dam. Like, why didn't we think of that? It's like, come on, you fucks. They should have been like, here, take a shovel. He's like, you got a stick? He's like, yeah. He's like, walk around like this until you feel it drop. He's like, and then start digging. He's like.
When they went to this one fucking ranch it was in the desert somewhere, and that's what they did. There was holes everywhere.
Yeah.
And they're like, what are you guys doing here? And they're like, looking for water. It was so fucked up though. It was
that's
like
badass.
They were fucking badasses, dude.
But they didn't like
they
actually
found it. And the fucked up part was there was another.
What were they just guessing?
There's a well on the land that's on somebody else's property.
So there's
technically water there. What they did is he got a driller to come out, and they just wherever that well was on the other property, they just followed it where it was the greenest, and they just dug.
Guys, I hate to be like the woo-woo fucking like shaman fucking weirdo, but well witching is real.
Yeah.
It works. Mm-hmm. Just get a fucking witcher to go out there, or practice yourself and fucking see if you got the gift.
It's just these people that don't even know how to fucking like build a fucking chicken coop. You know what I mean? Like they get these cabins, there's fucking promise of fucking good life, and they're like, let's do it, and then they're like, oh wait, none of us know.
I'm probably gonna get a lot of shit for that, but those people are stupid.
Yeah.
They just haven't seen what I've seen.
No,
and I know it's
sure.
like, okay, like you're gonna tell me God's real. It's like, no, I'm not saying God's real. What I'm saying is that there are people that are good at finding water underground by using just little steel rods. Yeah. And like the accuracy is
dowsing
fucking
rods or something like that.
It's dowsing rods. Uh-huh. Yeah. It's fucking stupid how like down to I don't know exactly how they now I can see finding that I'm standing right on top of water. Now that's one thing. Obviously the world has the earth has like an electric current, and the rod I've seen them do it before, and I'm just like, okay, that makes sense. And I even had a cousin who could find pipes underground. Like, anytime there was water...
That's sick.
Like, at the ranch, right? Like, all that water was put in, like, fucking 60 years ago or 50 years ago, we have no idea where the fucking pipes are run. But you would just be like, hey, dude, go find it. He'd walk around and fucking, he'd be like, it's right here. We dig and we find it. We're like, oh, okay, well, there it is.
Well, there it is, bro.
Out of everywhere. He could find it like in 10 minutes. It's like, dude, in one shot, like you're telling me that he just was like, it's right here, guys. And then he was lucky. It's like, no. They know. No, there's something.
They know.
There's something about the electrical charge of fucking the earth, the human body, which is electrically charged, and then fucking the metal rods that will just make them crisp like this. They stick out like this, and when you pass it, it'll go, and then you back up, and they'll go, and they'll go.
They use them for.
It's right here.
They use them for paranormal investigating too. When there's a
I don't know about that. I don't believe that shit,
bro. Come on,
I don't believe that.
Come on, bro.
I only believe things that I've seen before in my own eyes. Well, we brought this guy out from Arizona, and he's like the greatest whale witcher of all time. And then but what people would do before is the rancher just pay these people to fucking just guess, and then they spend $100,000 and not get any water.
Yeah.
This guy marked out like 5 wells, and he said how much water was even. He's like, you'll get like 500 gallons a minute here, which isn't a lot, but at least you'll get it. And then everyone was like, this is bullshit, and they dug right there, and it was 500 gallons a minute.
That's badass.
And you're just like, I mean, can we just try to, like, what can you come up with to just not believe it? If people have been doing this for like as long as time's been around, and you just think that there's no scientific explanation for it, it's like, well, have they even tried to explain it, or do they just go, oh, this is bullshit? It's like, it works. Oh, 100%. It fucking works.
I just think that most people on this show that go out there, like, they don't. The cool thing is that all the projects that they do, they refurbish shit off of the land to do it. So it's not like they're spending any money. Because none of these people have money. They're like, we sunk $60,000 into this, and now
they find like a hydro generation.
Well, they got this guy to come out and drill, and he fucking drilled down and found a fucking well.
No, I'm talking about the dam though. I mean,
that was badass. so they like, they've done it before. They've done it on they live in Alaska. They have a homestead out there. Yeah. So the son showed them pretty much like how to do it. He's like, we just fucking, they bought some fucking hydro fucking pump thing.
They didn't make it out of the mats they found on the fucking ground out there.
Luckily, these people actually had money because they had a bunch of trees on the land. So they just cut trees and sold them for money, and then fucking used that money to like buy the thing.
That's kind of hype, actually.
But it was funny because he's like, yeah, it's this like super high tech thing that looks like it's from the fucking 70s. It just looked like an old printer and shit. It's so good.
Hell yeah!
You're like, how the fuck is that gonna work? But it worked, bro.
Electricity creating's it's weird.
It's kind of cool, dude.
All you need to do is get those magnets to spin. And so, like, if you can dam water up and have water spin, like, water will go this way, make the thing spin, and the magnets will go, and then, like, all the energy, it's fucking stupid simple. It's like, how can we boil water? It's like, I swear nuclear is, like, the best way to do it. But everyone's fucking scared, like, some Fukushima's just gonna happen. It's like, oh, that was a long time ago, okay?
We've grown from that, dude.
Well, I mean, as long as it's inland, like, what's gonna, a tornado maybe, but I mean, man.
I think the funniest part about the show though is in like the intro, he does this thing where he's like, "You want to see my resume? Here it is right here," and he like pulls up his hand, and it's all fucking cracked and all fucking nasty. And I always make a joke that he's like pulling out his nutsack, and it's just like darker than the darkest piece of leather. He's like, "You want to see my fucking?" Look at this fucking thing. It's like
my resume right here. He just slaps this fucking
like a black sack. They're like, oh my god, yeah.
Just fucking like a piece of black licorice shoot up and spit out. It's just fucking fucking mangled. Fucking.
It makes me laugh every time. And Megan just fucking looks at me. She's like, "You're a fool, dude." I'm like, "Dude, it's the best, man.
It's real, dude."
But shout outs to Homestead Rescues, dude. It's a fucking good show, dude. It's pretty fucking epic. But that was our Saturday, dude.
Oh man. Yeah, a lot of times at the ranch in Texas, actually, like, the river will dry up and all the fucking... We have, like, little... You know, where the arroyos, when it rains, where the water goes, we built these, like, little dirt tanks that, like, will catch water.
Dude, fuck.
And then they'll stay for a while, but even those will go dry. And, like, if it's, like, right now it's been raining, but it was a drought for years, like, a couple of years, 3 or 4 years, like, there wasn't a lot of water. And the only water that was there was built... It was a fucking well dug by my fucking grandpa, like... when he was like 24 or some shit.
That's insane.
And it's just like 30 feet deep or 24 feet deep only, and there's water. And you can pump it all out, and then like in 2 hours it'll fill back up. It's fucking crazy.
That's nuts, dude.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick, though.
Yeah. It was really sick when a fucking donkey fell inside of it. And we made Riley like go down there and like take it out piece by piece. We're like,
Wait, like it died?
Yeah, it fell down the fucking well.
Holy shit.
And it was just in there like
rotted,
bloated, and we just gave him like a fucking bone saw. We're like,
cut him up.
Just imagine the Saudis are paying you money or something. Like, get in there. Like, that's too soon, bro. No, I mean,
that donkey likes 5Gs. Like,
yeah. This was a long time ago. When was that? It was like in 2009, 2008. Damn. We're like getting there with this bucket, take them out piece by piece. We're just laughing, fucking eating fucking Oreos at the top, like.
Yeah. Throwing in the pieces
like
he brought
puking at the bottom, like, tying ropes off to pieces of them, and like we're just pulling it out, like laughing. We're like, it was like that scene out of the Goonies. It's like, you see, guys, wishes do come true.
Oh my god, dude.
That shit was fucked up.
That's pretty hype though, dude.
Yeah, it cleaned itself
You gotta fucking do some shit like that sometimes on the range, right?
Yeah, sometimes.
You gotta fucking hacksaw a fucking donkey up, bro.
Like, you know, he was like, there's
Change
like
man, dude.
worms like halfway out of his skin just flopping around. He's like, fuck. We're like, it's okay, he'll be alright. We just give him some fucking ivermectin. We're like, here, fucking anti-parasitic.
You're good. Oh, that's so fucking good, dude. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
So, what's up with your boy John Jones, dude?
I don't know, dude. That guy's such a fuck up.
I couldn't believe that, dude.
Supposedly it's all misdemeanors, though. Well, he went to Vegas.
That's good.
He went to Vegas to get inducted into the Hall of Fame with his fight for Alexander Gustafsson. That's why he was there. And within 12 hours, he was like, already arrested. And
the prosecutor like ran over somebody. Like,
no, I think it was a domestic abuse misdemeanor. Like, it wasn't.
What?
It wasn't like a. The last time he got in trouble, he like was drunk driving and shot a gun off in the middle of the street, like in.
Holy shit!
In fucking
wow,
in New Mexico, and they're just like, "What are you doing, dude?"
That's
like, nothing. They're like, "We heard there were some gunshots." He's like, "That was me." They're like, "Come on, dog! Like, get out of here!"
We
like,
gotta arrest your ass.
It was bad. No, I don't know, but it's just like, fuck, man. It's bad when you can't go to Vegas for more than 12 hours and not get arrested. Like,
dude, I feel that, bro.
I mean,
yeah, it's crazy too. One of the skateboarders that I used to follow as a kid, Terry Kennedy, he was a skateboarder on the Baker team. He was into hip hop. He'd like rap. He's going to prison for killing somebody.
Jesus Christ.
He like fought the guy at a hotel and like beat him so bad and left him, and he died. Yeah, I was like, what's going on? And like people are just talking shit like, this is why you don't lay hands on people because
fighting's stupid.
You know, things like that can happen, and it's like, it's just crazy, bro. It's insane, actually. You know, like, how does it get to that, man? One minute you're a fucking star, the next you're just like in the orange jumpsuit. Dog.
Well, a lot of people think Jones has like CTE, and he's just like retarded.
To be fair, I could see that
because he's so impulsively stupid and like. But it's weird because he hasn't taken a lot of damage in his like UFC career.
Not fresh, but somewhat of
he's defensively
buck,
sound.
dude,
like
right?
He doesn't take a lot of damage in his fights. He does not get hit compared to like a Chris Lieben or someone who's just walking face first, just getting wailed on like for 20 years. Like, dude, John Jones has taken less shots than any fucking bro? Out of any champion that had that long of a fucking run. It's like, dude, who's gotten hit less than him? No one. So like that's why the CTE thing is so weird, because he acts like he has CTE, but he's like, there's people who act normal. It's not just that he has to have some fucking demons or some
chip on his shoulder or something.
I know he was into doing a lot of drugs like and shit, and cocaine will make you like retarded. If you take it for a long time, like it'll just break your fucking it'll just break all your little dopamine like receptors, and ejaculators or whatever, and it'll just like make you fucking stupid. It makes you fucked up for a long time. It takes. I don't even know if you ever come back from that shit.
I don't know either.
Like a long term.
Joey Diaz always talks about how like you'll get years after like just like jolts of electricity through your spine and just weird shit.
Yeah, well, it's just like whatever like things are normally supposed to make you happy, like because you were always like
using this
manually overriding it, like it just doesn't stick anymore.
Damn, that's
and it's hard to get anything. Like you do something that would normally like bring you some kind of happiness, and it's just like, nah, this isn't fucking cocaine. So
anymore, yeah. That's sad.
And then you get depressed, and then you're stupid. I mean, there's all kinds of problems with long-term use of that shit. So I mean, I think it's more he likes to party more than it is that he has CTE. But he probably has some level of it. I don't know. Yeah. Either way, he's a big time fuck up, and it's not the biggest. Tragic. I mean, it's not the biggest misdemeanor. I mean, it's a misdemeanor, so it's not like he's gonna go to jail or anything. But it's definitely kind of sad.
Yeah.
You know,
when you see a common theme for somebody, it's just like
yeah, you can't. It's like a Groundhog's Day thing. You can't get out of it.
It's kind of one of those things though. When you get in trouble once, it's kind of hard to get out of it. It seems like there's some people that go down that path where it's like they just can't ever get out. You know, and it's like it's interesting, but it's
cycle of violence, kind of.
You know,
I don't know. I watched the UFC fucking last night. That shit was godlike.
I saw a lot of posts about it too.
It was funny. That fucking Diaz Lawler fight was the greatest fight I've ever seen. Dude, I eat gas station food, so like that kind of shit will just get me going, dude. I'm like, yeah, I want to see some fucking old guys
dried up taquito.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, this is the most just it's no nutrition value. No. You know, it's just like
it's gonna fill your gut.
That's the kind of fight fan I am. I'm like, dude, I need to see just some fucking just dirty shit, dude. And it was so good. I was all about it.
Fuck yeah, dude.
But he got popped in the nose in like the third round. He got hit right on the fucking bridge of the nose, and you just see it goes.
Ooh.
His bones coming through the skin and blood's leaking.
Ooh.
And then
fuck.
He's all, ugh. And then he tries to like keep throwing punches, and then he gets another punch. And then he's like, okay. And he just kind of sits down, and he's like, what am I? And then Robbie throws his uppercut, and he glances him again, and he's just like, fuck this. And then he's like, get up. And he's just like, nah, fuck this. I'm good.
That's fucking.
And it's so sad because I feel like he just did it for the money too. He even was saying it in the interviews before. He's like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
He's like, I had some things set up and they didn't go through, and now I need to fight. And I was just like, this is kind of sad, but at the same time, it's
that's
like,
what you get for fighting.
I mean, I'll eat those tornado buffalo chicken sticks all day long. I'm like, dude, like, let's.
This is what I get, dude. I mean, insides are turning, dude. Your fucking butthole's burning and shit.
Processed foods like killing me like at an exponentially fucking fast rate. I'm like, I need to see Robbie Lawler and Nick Diaz fight again, like 17 years after the last time they fought, when they were like fresh-faced prospects, and now they're like just dried up fucking hot dogs, just like spinning. They're not spinning anymore. They're just sitting there, and it's just like, I'm like, let me get that one, dude.
That's the one I want.
If it was the people's main event, dude, this shit was out of fucking control. The crowd was going crazy, and it was like they were so slow, but I don't know. I saw some. There were some glimpses of greatness. Dude, people don't know that. They're like, why is Nick Diaz so popular? Like, this guy is a fucking... He never had, like... He was never good on a microphone. He was always just this, like, anti-hero guy. But he was just a badass fucking... When he was in his prime, dude. Like, remember back in the day, we'd watch all those Strikeforce fucking cars and all that shit? Yeah. Pride 33, when he fucking go-go plotted talking to Arigomi. That was the most insane shit I've ever seen in my life. Like, and they didn't even know what it was called. They were like, triangle choke. I was like, it's not a triangle choke. It's a go-go plata. Like, that was fucking crazy. And
people forget, man. You know, it's like...
Yeah,
years past.
And that was when Gomi was the best lightweight in the world. He was the best lightweight. The UFC didn't even have a lightweight division at that point.
That's so fucking
And they
crazy.
fought at like 160, and they knocked each other down like 4 fucking times. Like, Gomi knocked down Nick Diaz like 3 times, and he knocked him down twice. And then... It was just the most epic fight I've ever seen in my life. I was like, bro, Nick Diaz is a fucking action hero. You know what I mean? I was like, this guy's he's a fucking action hero. Like, he's an action hero. Like, this is fucking crazy.
That's what they made those movies based off of, bro.
It was
people just like that.
I mean, the thing is that, like, and then people fought, like, differently back then. And it was, like, a totally different era of, like, because now it's more, like, sport-based. And back then it was, like,
brawl based.
Just, I don't know what it was, dude. It was something else. There was just something else going on, and that's kind of why I got out of it in the first place. I really got out of the sport, I was like a fucking hardcore fan from like 2004 to about
like 10, maybe
even 11.
Okay,
but then I just fell out of favor. Like when GSP was just sandbagging to win title defense and title defense, I was like, I don't know how much. I mean, I can respect him when he was like martial arts, like GSP, you know, he was like karate GSP, like knocking people out, and then he started to like, I want to be the best champion of all time. Like I want to like defend my belt the most times, and he just started changing his style, and he was more like the athlete, and I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
This shit's not doing it for me anymore. Pride fucking got tanked because that Yakuza fucking article, and like they lost their TV rights in Tokyo from what was that shit? They like some article came out that being like, oh, the Yakuza has ties with Pride. It's like, no shit. Everyone knows that. What are you, fucking stupid? And then the fucking TV, who was it? It was I used to know all this shit. I used to know everybody's name. Even the fucking
announcers and shit.
Well, no, like the CEO or the president or whatever.
Oh wow,
I can't remember his name. It was so sad, dude. They lost a TV deal, and within like 6 months, like they went under. Just done. They made no money after that. Fuck. It was fucked because their pay-per-view model wasn't like a real thing in Japan. Like, there's no pay-per-view, and Americans didn't really buy it a lot. So it was just like, what the fuck are we gonna do now?
That's shitty.
But that Pride 33 card was one of those fight cards, dude. It was the greatest thing ever. I almost went to that.
That'd be so sick.
I had tickets. I was either gonna go. This was one of the biggest regrets of my entire fucking life. And I look back on my life, and I'm like, that was such a fuck up, bigger than any fuck up I've ever made. And that sounds like a crazy, stupid thing to say, but it's true. I really do regret this one. Oh well. I was either gonna buy tickets to Pride 33 or UFC like 64 or something. Okay. They were like at the same time, and it was when Rampage and Crow Cop just got signed.
Oh shit!
So Rampage was like my favorite fighter. Yeah. Miracle Crow Cop just won the 2006 Openweight Grand Prix in Pride, and I was like, he's pretty much the best fighter in the world at that point. I'm like, bro, like, am I gonna go see Pride 33 or this? And the thing was, it was a little cheaper to go to the fucking UFC, and I got those ones.
Damn.
And then
boy.
Pride 33 ended up being the greatest card of like the decade, and like that UFC card was just like a dumpster fire. Like, yeah, I was like, well. I mean, they both won.
Yeah,
but it wasn't as cool.
Tragic.
It wasn't nearly as cool as fucking the other card. But at least I got that pay per view, and it's good. I mean, it's good to watch.
At least you were a part of it. Still,
actually, you get a better seat if you're at home.
I believe it.
Like the cameras, you know, when you're there at the fights, it's kind of shitty.
It's just more of like a yeah.
It's shit. I mean, I'm not gonna be delusional and say that, but you know, and in a ring, you do get a better. It would have been. I didn't know this, but in the cage fights, like if you're in the stands, like you don't really get the best. You don't get the best view of it. No. But in a ring, you actually get a better view. So it would have been in a ring, and it would have been a better like spectator thing. And I fucked up. Either way, it was a fuck up. But I mean, I can't do anything about it now, I guess.
You just gotta live with it now.
I do like lose sleep over it to this day. Like from time to time, I'll just be like, why did I do this? But you know what? Bygones. Fuck it.
That's what happens, dude.
Is this thing just 9 minutes? It's still at
Jesus.
Don't let me fuck this up. I'm gonna start.
But I'm gonna
start putting bids in.
Did you hear about Conor McGregor throwing that drink on Machine Gun Kelly?
Oh yeah.
What did you think about that?
I mean, he's just fucking crazy, dude.
Well, some shit got released this week that made it even funnier, bro.
Like what?
They think that it was a mix-up now because he thought it was Jake Paul, bro.
No way.
Yeah, dude. Because you're sitting there thinking, like, why the fuck would he throw that on Machine Gun Kelly? What does he have to do anything with what he's doing in life? Well, it turns out he thought it was Jake Paul. That's what people are allegedly
I don't think
saying.
so. I mean, I know what... I mean, it's... No.
I don't know, dude. I almost think that's better. I was
the
like,
story
dude.
I heard was that... Because Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox are always at the UFC cards.
Yeah.
Like at the Apex, when they do those fight nights and shit at the Apex.
Yeah.
There's limited seating, but they're always there. They're always there. They're always there at the pay-per-views they were doing at the Apex. There was limited seating there, and it was always Megan Fox and Megan Kelly. It was Megan Kelly and Machine Gun Fox. Like, no, I mean, yeah, they're always there. She always got her weird thumbs, and like they're always like he's like sucking on it. It's like, oh, it's all weird. You're like, dude, what is going on? She could be your mom. Yeah. No, I don't know, but I heard that he was like, hey man, like, let me get an autograph. And like, because Connor is like so like persona non grata now, he's just like riding on a bike in the middle of the street with a broken leg, just like talking shit. We see this fuck, I don't know, I've seen these videos and I'm just like, what is this? He's like lost his mind. And so Machine Gun Kelly was just like, nah dog, I'm good. And he got like offended by it and was like, fuck you, dude. Because he was like, hey man, like, let me get an autograph. I mean, not an autograph, let me get a selfie with you. And he was just like, he just no-sold him pretty much. He's like, yeah, here you fucking ass man.
I don't know if I heard that.
And that's the...
I did hear that.
I think it's funnier though. I'll go with that narrative all day. I'll be like,
that's probably the funniest thing I've heard.
I don't think that's real.
And I almost hope that it's real.
No,
but I don't think so either. Maybe your narrative is more fucking real, but that made me laugh.
Well, that's what happened, but I mean...
So hard. I was like, that's...
I'll give him that. It's a lot funnier that.
And then they showed the side-by-side of Machine Gun Kelly and fucking Jake Paul. They look somewhat similar. Like, I was like,
Jake Paul.
God damn it.
Jake Paul has the steroid chin, dog. You don't got that fucking cuck shit. That fucking Machine Gun Kelly looks like
blonde hair.
He looked like he sucked on a binky till he was like 15 years old, and his fucking chin.
I just don't get that, dude. I don't like Machine Gun Kelly much. I just don't know. Dude. All I know is that he tried to like rip Eminem a new one, and Eminem just like fucking like chewed on.
Dude, he fucking erased his career.
That was so. Well, he had to go into pop punk, dude. Now he just writes shitty fucking pop punk songs, dude. I'm like, god damn it, Machine Gun Kelly, you fucking suck, dude. But he is dating Megan Fox now, so I guess that's all. He's winning now, dude.
Are they dating?
I don't know.
Dude, she was married with kids. I think they're just friends.
Well, I mean.
That's weird, though.
Maybe. I fucking don't know. Yeah,
maybe her husband's just like, why would I want to go do some red carpet shit? Like, are you
go with Machine Gun Kelly, dude? It's like, did you ever watch, what's that fucking show, dude? Shameless?
Yeah, no, not really, but I know what you're talking about.
There's shit like that, dude. It's just like, you know, it's so fun.
Yeah, I know.
Like Lip, one of the characters on the show is like sleeping with one of his professors, and her husband like knows about it. And he like wants it to happen, kind of, but he's like letting him know like she comes to bed with me at night and shit. Like it was the weirdest shit, but like people are like that, you know? It's like, what?
I'm not like that.
Dude, no.
I'd fucking just like
bite somebody's throat out, dude. I'd be like,
I'll turn into fucking John Wick real quick, dude. I'll be like, how many people in this room? They're all dead.
Dude, well, we were talking about that. What's the movie with Denzel Washington?
Oh, The Equalizer?
The Equalizer, dog.
That movie's fucking godlike.
It's the best fucking
It's fucking godlike.
But we were at work talking about the same thing we were talking about on the podcast. Remember we were like, girls aren't observant. Men can go out and we see shit. And women just like, what? How did that happen? Like, you know,
that's
you
true.
Didn't... I'm like,
I was like, babe, you didn't see that rock?
Oh shit!
The rim's just
fired,
like,
dude.
Just fucking caved
fucking
in.
rock equalized that rim.
Yeah, dude. Let's
Oh my god! But we were talking about. I made that reference to like men being like the equalizer, dude. I was like, I'll walk into a room and I've already killed 10 people in the room, and like we were just laughing, bro. Like it was so fucking funny, dude.
Yeah, no.
But that movie's fucking godlike, bro.
Yeah, I'd turn into fucking Baba Yaga before I'd turn into some cuck shit. I'd be like, oh wait, what happened? Fucking
maybe Maybe if I was a fucking old man with like a fucking limp dick, there'd be a different story.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? That's the only one that makes sense, kind of. Only. Like, and even then, I'd be all fucking weird about it and shit. I'd be all jealous and shit.
Yeah,
like,
if I was that old, I'd probably just have like some M1 Grand. I'd be doing the Gran Torino bit just like in the fucking garage, just like. No, there's no way, dude. I mean,
no, that'd be fucked up, dog.
I mean, they're to each their own. I don't know what kind of shit people are into, but I ain't into that.
That doesn't get me off, dude. Yeah, it's like the only thing that gets me is angry, bro. I'd be like, fuck. We'd be just like. It turned into like Brokeback Mountain, dude. You're like, wives hooking up this dude, then you're like wrestling with him, then you're like making out with him. You're like, what's going on? Like, I don't even know what's happening.
I cannot get enough of you.
Why can't I quit you?
Come on.
Oh my god, dude. Oh shit, dude. Yeah, that's fucking real though. I can't do that shit. I've never been one of those types of people. I'm a jealous guy, dude, you know? But I also was on Instagram the other day and I saw this story that just fucking shook me to my core, dude. I thought it was the fucking... It's been a debate, I guess, forever, dude. Like, even when I went to school, the dress code thing was like a weird one.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Where it's like... I don't know if it was really... there's always been the... girls don't wear such revealing clothing dress code. I feel like that's always been one, right?
For the most part, there's limits to it. I mean, yeah. When we were at, we went to ESCO High, and there was dress codes. There was gang.
Yeah,
there was like
mainly at the men. I felt like
there was like, right? You can't have colored bandanas, and you can't have
sports team.
You can't just like
memorabilia. You couldn't wear sports team shirts. You couldn't wear sports team's hats. You couldn't wear colored shit of the team.
Yeah, but that was more of like so that you don't wear the like LA hat or some shit.
Or like the A's and then like fight some kid after school. Cause like,
I don't know. I think it was one of those like no tattoos in Japan thing where like they don't want to like be like, oh, here's we'll pick and choose who we let with tattoos into this like onsen or some shit. They're just like, no one with tattoos can come here, just so you know what I mean. So it's like we'll ban all sports team shit so that
no one can.
You can't get away with wearing some like red Buccaneers or like blue Dodgers shit or even who knows, maybe even some LA kid that came down is still repping his stupid fucking shit and he's like trying to start. I don't know. Who knows? But I
just remember it being really targeted against guys. Yeah, I feel like.
Yeah, because the girls, they could get away with some shit for sure.
Well, the thing was,
but they couldn't wear like a bikini top.
No,
like, they couldn't wear like a bathing suit. I think that's the difference
because I see these memes that make me laugh sometimes where it's like when I went to school and it's like some kid with a bowl cut and like a dumb Gap shirt, and then it's like kids now and he's like all G'd up and like girls when we went to school dressed differently. A girl with fucking jeans and a shirt was hot. That was hot, dude. Now they're like midriff shirts and like high-rise shorts and, the style has changed. I don't think that the dress codes have changed to like combat these people and try to like, dream stomp them or whatever the fuck they think is happening. But this girl went against her school board and like did this whole speech and got all these kids to get behind this movement. And it was like all the signs they were wearing. One of them was like hashtag I can dress myself.
I won that lens, bro.
Dude.
All right.
Good shit, boy.
We'll talk about this in a minute. Go ahead.
There was the free the midriff. There was.
But when we were kids, you could wear midriffs in school.
Somewhat. Like I don't really remember midriffs in high school.
I remember
spaghetti strap kind of shit.
I remember, but it wasn't. I think there was like a length. You couldn't have it be like those real
crop top kind of
like
things.
It'd have to be like you could, your belly button could come out though.
I just think we came from a generation of kids that didn't fucking really like. There was girls that pushed the limit and like would wear some stuff, and even kids would be like, "Whoa," like, "Damn, she's looking good today," But I felt like we all dressed normal. I don't know.
It wasn't too provocative.
So now these kids, are really going against the grain of like the education system's cracking down on my creativity. I can't express myself the way I want to express myself. And it's like, bro, you're at school. Yeah. Like you should be. And one of the signs that got me was, my education is more important than what I wear. That was their argument that they were trying to bring to this. And it's like, okay.
Hold on. Their education is more important than what you wear. Well, then why don't you just wear whatever they tell you to?
Exactly. I had no idea. Whoever made that sign, I bet you, is kicking themselves in the fucking ass. Like, whoa, wait. Yeah,
just the fucking blatant hypocrisy, dude. It's like,
I was like, get to class then. Like, what you doing?
Put on a fucking sweatshirt.
Put a fucking Gap sweater on. Put a fucking...
Get to step in.
Your Skechers fucking shape-ups, dude, and go back to fucking class, dude. Like, what the fuck, man? But it was just so crazy to me, and like,
or was that like an argument on the other? Maybe someone was holding that sign on camera.
It was all the kids, and
that's a sign you would make if you were trying to counter protest.
Yeah, you're like,
it's like a counter protest sign. It's like, these kids are so stupid; they don't even know like what they're so arguing
creative
for.
That they're like, oh no, you're not deep enough to understand what I'm saying. It's like, no, dog, I don't think you understand.
You need to take
bro.
a step back there, fucking
one thing
Kermit.
that pissed me off too is they said another of the signs said, "Stop punishing poverty," and I was like, dude,
go to the t-shirt bar.
Yeah, Walmart's got fucking no crop tops there, bro, and I'm pretty sure it's cheaper than anything you'll buy. Like, I'm like, what? Like,
they just need to
everything's flipped around for some reason.
They just need to start giving out shirts, dude. Have you ever seen those shirts like where it's like some guy with it's like a Grim Reaper with like a middle finger, like a fucking 1911, just like, oh, kill for this country or some shit. It's like some stupid shit, and it's like the best one I ever saw was this one.
Oh my god!
They just need to like mass print these shirts and just give it to kids who like are breaking them. Here, put this fucking shirt on. It's like a 6XL. It goes all over the ground. Yeah, but it was like it was the funniest shit. It said, "I'm a roofer." It's like, when I wake up in the morning, my dick is harder than your job. I was like, yeah. I was like, yo, this guy's a fucking legend, dude.
No, dude, that'd be fucking sick, actually, dude.
Or like make those like weird tri-wolf like howling shirts, and like whenever a kid comes in with some stupid shit, just be like, no, you gotta wear this shit.
Get the dragon shirt. We like have like one button up dragon shirt. They're like, oh no.
Or it's like it's a Dragon Ball Z Hawaiian shirt, dude. It's like a 6X.
Goku.
It like goes to your knees. You're just like, fuck.
It's like the dunce cap. They're just like, get the fucking shirt, dude. Fucking another one that was weird to me was they had one that said, "Stop sexualizing teenage bodies." What? I'm pretty sure we're trying to stop that from happening. Like, I just didn't get it. I just didn't get it. Maybe I'm so far gone. Like, I'm
no, you're just a boomer. That's all. I know. I think yeah, those are stupid arguments. The signs should have said, "I just want to be a little slutty.
Yeah.
Let it roll." You know what I mean? Like, that's what it should have said. Just be like, "Let me make this money. $5 BJs.
I'm just trying to let these boys find out." Right? Like, yeah.
Just be like, "I swear I'll use protection, but not really.
Yeah.
LOL. Like, meet me at
use
the
protection."
park.
She like pulls the gun out. She's like, "Come on, dog." You're like, "No."
Call me Lolita." Like, just, you know what I mean? Like,
one of the signs was like, "Hoochie Mama's Horace from the strip club." And it's like, I just didn't get it. Like, it was so all over the place.
I think all of these were the counter protest signs, bro.
I swear to God, I'll show you the fucking article. It was like a bunch of kids like happy about what they're doing. They're like, "We're so brave," and like,
were they wearing scantily?
They were wearing some midriffs and some like short shorts and shit. And this is another thing.
This is the fight of art. There was like kids getting shot in the face protesting fucking Vietnam like 60 years ago, and now we're
here, bro.
Yeah, we're
here.
Jesus Christ. I mean, come on.
It's just it's funny too, because I felt like a lot of people were like on board with this. I was reading all the comments, but I wondered how many of them were against it and they just deleted the comment.
Because they just got,
you know what I'm saying?
Piled on.
Yeah, because it was just so much positive, and I was like, I just think that these are being tampered with. Because I think somebody with like a brain would actually be like, "Hey, dude, like, you guys are like contradicting everything you're like fighting for. Like it doesn't. I don't know. I thought it was super funny, and I thought, hey man, this isn't anything new. You guys should fucking suck it up and just go to fucking school, because we could have made arguments all day and been like, there's nothing more American than fucking having pride for your sports teams. We're gonna fucking wear our sports memorabilia and like go to school, and there's nothing you can do about it, dude. Like,
right?
Yeah, it's just fucking crazy, dude. Like, go to fucking school, dude.
I mean, the other alternative is where everyone has to wear uniforms.
The best alternative. Why the fuck are all schools doing that?
Because they're sexy too.
Dude, fucking roll that skirt up a little bit, dude. Unbutton one button in the fucking little polo. Dude.
I don't think the skirt would be the. I don't. If they made some like, because the skirt dress code, like what's it called, a uniform, was usually in America for like all girls schools.
It's like mainly like a Catholic kind of thing, right? Or like
no, it's just girl. I mean, maybe there were religious undertones there. Who knows? Probably most of the time.
I feel like a lot of religious.
America is usually like Christian or Catholic or some type of,
Yeah, because I think Jeremy went to Christian school and they made him wear a uniform, and my wife Megan went to a Catholic school and they made her wear a uniform.
I don't know. Yeah. I think maybe the majority are like Abrahamic religious type, like either Catholic or Christian, or I don't think Jewish people probably wouldn't do the skirt thing. I don't know. All I know is that those are kind of hot too. I mean,
yeah, I know. I wanted to make a joke that I just like felt so bad that I was like, I wanted to really like get behind this girl's speech, but I couldn't stop staring at that midriff. You're like,
oh my god, like,
yeah, me too, dude. Yeah, and there was like, there's just a bunch of white knights there, dude. It was just so bad. They're like holding up the signs.
No, it's the feminist guys. It's like, bro, we know what you're doing, dude. Haven't we talked about this before? It's like, dog,
dude,
like you fucking weasel. It's
the
like
best thing you can do is break that fucking thing in half and laugh at her. She'd probably be more into you.
No. I mean,
I'm just
those people cannot be trusted, dude.
No,
they're the worst of the worst. Like a male feminist. I mean, it's just they're doing it for the worst reason.
Yes.
There's some guy who's like, no one wants to fuck me normally, so I have to like be all like righteous on their side, and maybe they'll like accidentally fuck me sometime, or I can like
throw me one, dude.
Yeah, just I'll be so pathetic that they have to fucking, you know what I mean? It's like, it's like don't be like that.
You don't ever want to be
die
like that,
a fucking
dude.
Virgin before you fucking.
Fuck yeah,
dude.
there's nothing more like righteous than that, dude. Like,
go like. Yeah, I was gonna make a joke about that chick who's like missing, but I'm not gonna. Just go to some national parks and fucking.
That okay? Since we're on that, what the fuck is going on, bro?
With what? That whole missing.
How do you disappear nowadays?
Well, the chick.
What? Like,
yeah, I mean, this is gonna be.
They found fucking motherfuckers in like seconds and shit, and then this little teenage boy just disappears off the face of the earth.
A teenage boy? What do you mean? You're talking about that? You're talking about that white chick that went missing?
Yeah, the YouTube fucking van shit.
Well, I like how I was seeing some media shit, and I was walking by and I was watching the news. There's some bitch on there being like, "This is missing white woman syndrome, like at its all-time high." I was like, what? I was like, what are you talking about?
I guess
they're trying to like
some people are saying that like a bunch of like Native American women have been missing for a long time, and all this fuckery's happening with like other kids, and they're just showing white. It's an argument that's been going on for a while.
Well, they're all on fucking YouTube.
I don't know.
With
that's
like
exactly
fans
they have
and
like
shit.
fucking 200K followers and shit.
Well, yeah. So, I'm sure that happens, to a certain extent. But maybe this isn't the one that you should be like, that I wouldn't be beating that drum right now, because the thing is that like. I mean, this wasn't a national story until like the internet like solved the crime and made it interesting.
Yeah, until they like found that.
There was some other YouTubers like, I saw the van parked at this place, and like that's why they went there, and they found the body because of that shit. It was fucking crazy.
Craziest part too.
It's a crazy story, and it has nothing to do with like she's just a white woman missing, makes the whole world go crazy. It's like, wasn't it like the people of the internet like solving the crime that the police like blatantly fucking they shit the bed? Didn't they call the cops? Didn't some people call the cops on him like hitting her? And then they showed up and she was like, I was being mean to him, I'm so sorry. And they said,
why don't you both sleep apart from each other?
Yeah, get a hotel room and fucking sleep it off, and next morning you guys can go to the national park and fucking...
They should have fucking tased that dude for fucking 30 minutes until he was like, I'm planning on killing her.
Well, in California, if someone calls the cops on you like that, someone's going to jail. No one's...
Fuck yeah.
No one's sleeping in a fucking hotel room.
Yeah, they're like buying him a hotel. They're like, you're Hilton, good what you do? It's like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Best Western?
Like, he's got like a knife bag and like a fucking Michael Myers mask, and they're like, you good, dude? Like, fucking crazy ass shit, dude.
I don't know, man. I mean,
someone dropped the ball. Is all
that's
I'm
a
saying.
take you could have. You can sit there and try to be cool. I would never. I mean, I would make more fucking jokes about other things before I would be like, fucking, who gives a shit about some white bitch? You would say it's like, maybe that's not
the best argument you can make.
Especially because this story is. It happened. She was missing for a long time, and it wasn't in the national news. It only became a story whenever like YouTubers like solved the crime. It only
became a story once the fucking kid came home,
and he was missing, and then he disappeared. Yeah, that was weird. And then the
parents went up to the fucking natural fucking forest or whatever and found his car and drove it home.
Oh wow!
It's like, arrest those motherfuckers! Like, they're in cahoots with their son. Alias. Like, they killed her. Like, I've been like freaking out. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah,
dude?
It's a big fucking shit show. That's a good point. I don't know.
It's weird, dude. I know this, dude. If parents are involved, bro, they need to crack some skulls on these dudes. They know where he's at, bro.
They might.
They know where he's at. There's no way you're gonna tell me that he didn't come home early, say, Mom, Dad, oops.
Nah, he probably.
Can you help me out? And they're like, get the fuck out of here. Like, get to Mexico.
No, come on.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Our fucking parents.
He was probably like, oh, so we got in a fire. I left the van at the what's it called? Can you guys pick it up before it gets towed? And then he just dipped out. I mean, that's likely too.
Maybe
that's possible. He didn't have to be like, all right, let me tell you guys, I just fucking cut her into pieces. Just fucking left her. You know what I mean? Like that.
YouTube isn't doing too good right now.
It's like, how are we gonna monetize this? Like, how are we gonna monetize?
Who's gonna be our sponsor for this? National Forest. Yeah, it's like, Sonoma National Forest. Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, that shit is fucking crazy though. It's just
what are those knives you have in the fucking the knife block and those ones you have in the light animals?
Pioneer women knives. Yeah, it's like it's just so fucking cutco. It's like Emerald Knives. I actually have Emerald Knives.
Sponsored by Trusted Case XX.
Case Knives.
Yeah.
So strong for a pocket knife. Can be used in many applications. I thought it was only to cut open a package. Like, okay, cool. We're freaking out now. Okay. Arrest those parents. That's all I'm saying, dude. Send them to hell, dude. They know something. That's all I'm saying. They know something.
Yeah.
I just thought that was fucking good bringing that up because that's a crazy fucking thing going on right now, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. Are we done with talking about the dress code thing?
I think we're done, dude.
All right. I would just say that I think they're right. My education is more important. People have this weird idea that, like, I don't know why people think this. I'm not going to talk about the dress code thing. I'm talking more about just
education.
The public school. People have this, like, crazy idea, like, the public school education is just the shittiest thing in the world. And, like, I'm not trying to make an argument that it's not shitty. Mm-hmm. I think it's kind of shitty. But then there's this, like, all it does is teach you how to be like a sheep for the fucking system and blah, 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 and all this shit. And they don't teach you anything smart. And, like, that might be true, kind of, to a certain extent. But I think people miss the, like, major points of school that, like, for instance, when I think back about school, like, I actually have a lot of regrets about, like,
I would say so.
Like, one thing I think about a lot is like I never did my homework.
Yep, 100%.
And I thought that if you did your homework, you were like a fucking thing, and like you just, you know, I was like, you
I'm
do
always
your
flexing in class like
you do your homework.
Fuck you,
Yeah, I was like, yo, you guys are fucking dummies. You know what I mean? You just copy it like the next day.
You don't know this shit already, bro. You gotta learn.
Yeah, and if you go down that road long enough, you're that guy on the internet saying, all they're teaching you is how to be fucking sheep, and it doesn't teach you anything, all this shit. It's like, I think you're missing the point. Like, my biggest regret in school isn't, I mean, I wish I would have taken it more serious. If I could do a redo about that, man, oh my god, I
would do it so different, bro.
And I'm not even saying that I would do it in some like pursuit of getting like a scholarship or even going and getting higher education, like anyway, you know. But just
I would do that.
I feel like I've hamstringed myself throughout my entire life because I didn't learn the discipline that gets instilled in you by doing your homework.
Very true.
Because that's like a form of discipline, and if you do it, like
nobody wants.
You don't think that it's teaching you anything, or like, but just the being disciplined. We're like, I'm doing my homework. I'm gonna find time to do my homework. This is something that I have to do in order to.
It's important.
I just didn't do it.
No.
And then
I would just be out skating.
And I mean,
playing games.
I had other when I was young. I had a lot of what's the word, like not priorities, but like responsibilities. When I was a kid, I had a lot of responsibilities.
You were one kid.
I had a lot of responsibilities.
I knew you since middle school, and right when I met, I was like, this motherfucker.
I have a lot of responsibilities, but there's nothing wrong with also learning the lesson of like, oh, I also have this like super stupid shit called homework that I have to find time to do in order to
in between my responsibilities
and
you
my also would have learned something. So like I mean I don't think I came out of the like public education system being like really dumb or anything. Like I'm not like a fucking idiot, but I just regret it. I think it's fucked up my life more than anything else.
I think it has for me too.
I really do. Like, there's nothing that set me back more than
not doing homework.
12 years of just fucking off homework and never doing it. Like, that is like one of the things. It like haunts my dreams.
Well,
even
now, it's like I want to like. I've been trying to read more. I've been reading 2 comic books a day. I'm like, just keep that up, do that. And even doing that's hard. And it's like that's a result of not doing my fucking homework. Because it's like. I do this juggle, dude. I do the things that I need to do, and then I do the things I want to do. And then there's that in-between window where it's like, maybe you have something you need to do, but then there's something you want to do. And then you fuck the thing you need to do the thing you want to do. Now you're fucking not doing your homework, bro.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm not trying to sit here and, like, make an argument for, like, why the public education system in the United States of America is, like, the greatest thing. It's free. And it is pretty good, but I think there's things that people just kind of look. They just you know they. I think there's some nuance there that people just don't really. They don't want to see it, or they want to blanket statement the whole thing, being like, this is the stupidest shit. They never teach you anything smart. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, there's certain situations where I'm at work. And there's like some mathematic or angle or some kind of, and I'm just like, dude, if I just would have paid a little more attention in math, because I can do multiplication and math in my head, like to a certain extent pretty well. Like I would say that like I'm like slightly gifted in that fucking aspect as far as being able to like keep numbers in my head and like keep track of this plus that minus this. I don't need a piece of paper. I need
a piece of paper.
But there's things where like I know that there is a formula for it, and I remember there being a formula for it, but I can't remember what it is. And if I could just remember what it was, as long as like the decimals don't get too crazy, like I can keep a full blown list of like of shit, and I can keep track of it. But I just don't remember the goddamn I didn't do my fucking homework. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, if I would have done my homework, this shit would have
solved a lot of problems.
And it's just like, ugh. And then I learned it too late, and I was just like, and it was one class. If I, you do it over every year, you refresh it. And what's it called? It's not worthless. It's not stupid. And we were not even in a bad district. Like we went to Rincon. That was like a fucking blue ribbon school, dude. It was nice.
I know.
Plus, it was like one of the best skate destinations.
Oh
like
my god! And you just don't know. And then you're watching skate videos, and you're like, wait. That's my fucking middle school, dude.
I was like watching a felony fights, and there was like by the blue bins at Rincon. I was like, wait, like this is like a premier street fighting spot. It's not just like a random spot. We used to fight
just around
like,
the Bulldog. You're like, what the fuck, man?
I'm just saying, but no.
I feel that, dude.
I don't know. I always get that argument because I try to like say like, you know what? I think school is like a good thing, and everyone's just trying to just talk shit. It's happened a couple times where I'm just like, hey man, like. I went to school in Mexico. My teacher got bit by a spider and died. You know what I mean? It's like...
it could be worse.
I think that we're kind of missing the forest for the trees here a little bit.
Well, another thing, too, it's like... There's a lot you can learn just being in a social environment like that.
But you can't even say anything. Because people are... They made up their mind.
Oh, yeah.
It's trash. They're married to their shit dog beliefs. And they're just like, you know what? I'll die on the hill fucking defending how shitty this is. And it's like, okay, well... Go down that little fucking molehill you guys made, like, and
I know.
I don't know, but it's just hard to get people to see from a different perspective because everyone's they're dug in, dude.
Yeah,
they're trenched in there. That's fucking
Wasn't it Uncle Iroh that like said that to Zuko in the Avatar where he's like, don't look at things from many angles. Never be sold on one.
Yeah, I mean...
and it's like, that's true, dude. Like...
Was that from the cartoon or from
the cartoon, dude.
Yeah,
shout out to fucking Uncle Iroh, dog. That guy's a fucking legend. But...
It's true, man. It's true.
I really felt that. I think that was a good point you brought up because I think homework did teach you a lot about responsibility and really doing something that requires a little bit of work. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I just hated work.
The thing that pisses me off is like, I know it was just all my fault.
Oh, God. That's the thing. It's like,
and I thought...
I had no one else to blame but my fucking self. You think
you're smart, and you think you're being cool, and you're just like, I'm not going to do homework. I'm going to fucking keep trying to
I was just being a fat sloth, dude. I just watched Dragon Ball Z and, like, ate fucking Totino pizza rolls and just, like,
I was just playing games.
Like,
I was like, maybe I'll be able to beat Ninja Turtles today. It's like, fucking that game is too hard, dude. If you can't keep Donatello alive, you're not going to win.
We came from a family... My dad was working all the time. My grandma tried her hardest, and I didn't have anyone really to, like, help me or, like, you know what I mean? Like, I probably could have used someone to sit down and, like...
I'm not trying to say that, like, the classroom sizes are ideal, because there should be more, like...
Teachers or,
there should be fucking...
aides or something like that.
Honest to God, there should be about 20 kids in a classroom.
I think so.
Or less. Like 18 would probably be better. And then you get that real one-on-one,
Yeah.
And maybe they should be like, you just take, well, I don't know. Maybe that's not.
It's hard because...
The block schedules are good with the longer class times.
Yeah.
I think that actually helps.
At the time,
because if you're there for if you're there for an hour, you really can't
learn much.
Tell what's going on. The teacher doesn't really get any time with you if you need help.
No, that's very true.
But the thing is that, like, the kids just don't try, and then they're like, their minds are melted with like fucking everything that they're doing outside of class, and like they just.
That's all I thought about in class.
It's not
I'd be listening to my CD player.
It's just hard to stay focused because everything else is moving so fast. Like, it's like.
Yep.
And this was back then. Now imagine the kids these days.
Jesus
Christ. They're gonna end up all being fucking institutionalized. We're gonna have to bring back the fucking like asylum system for this generation of kids because like they've all lost their fucking minds. They're just like, fucking roadblocks. Like, they're
what
just
do I need to think for? Google thinks for me. You're like, oh god, like,
just, you know what I mean?
It's gonna be
it's
thinking
really
about
bad,
that too. Cell phones in school, man. That must be such a different fucking thing.
I know.
I was
talking to my mom, and we were talking about the trip, one of the Japan trips, and I was saying how, like, I think back on it, and like that one when me and Riley went, like pre-smartphone era, that was the greatest that was the best one. That was my favorite trip of all time. And it was like in 2007.
Okay.
So like there wasn't even like Street Fighter 4 hadn't even come out yet.
No.
Like when we went there, like it wasn't in.
I think like
I hung out. I mean, we went to the arcades a lot,
was hot
but we were
dude.
playing like Gundam. Fucking dude, that shit was fucking.
That's
lit.
a cool game.
That game was sick. The Gundam, the Versus one, that Virtua Fighter was really big at that point. Even Third Strike wasn't that popular. I mean, there were
crazy
arcades that had it bigger, but we were just going to like the fucking
whatever ones,
Taito stations or whatever. The fucking just the I mean, we were fucking losers. But you know.
Oh man, that's you really get to experience it.
But like,
dude.
we didn't eat. I mean, it was fucking crazy. Like, we didn't know where we were going. You couldn't look anything up on your phone. You couldn't do anything. We had to just figure it out, and we didn't book any rooms before we left either.
That's so fucking.
We just we had the
wrong.
first hotel room booked, and we had the last hotel room booked, and the rest it was just we got to figure it out. And it was just the most adventurous, coolest, funnest shit, and it was awesome. And like. I would never do that again because you just can't do it. You got your phone in your pocket. Why would you? But it takes some of the fun away too.
You can like Pokemon Go your way to a hotel and shit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can just you can look at nothing but just straight down and walk straight to your place and miss everything around you. It's just
watch a fucking 4-hour YouTube video on what to do in Japan.
Like we were taking pictures on a camera.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
A fucking portable, or was it like a real camera?
It was like a little digital camera.
That's so badass.
And then like it was just totally different, man. Like, it's not like everything was on your phone. Oh, let's find some place to eat. We had to, like, go find some place to eat. You know what I mean? Like,
definitely.
That looked good. And it was just so much funner.
I had an argument for physical photos, too. Photo books. There's just something magical about them.
Yo, did you ever hear my fucking... I was going to start, like, a business. I was like, this was, like, the best idea I ever had. There's something about the physical touch of a photo. I wanted to...
That's real.
Hire some models and do like Polaroid one shots, like some nudes and shit, and then just sell them. Like, you know what I mean? Because if you have a fucking Polaroid of some naked girl, like that is some fucking real
that's
shit,
a fucking
dog.
You bought that. That's yours.
No. I mean, someone could find it and you'd be like, oh, that's my God. Yeah. They'd be like, you gotta believe him. It's a Polaroid. He must have taken this picture himself. You know, like, I don't know. I told it to Cody one time, and he got mad at me. He's like, you're so stupid. I was like, fuck you.
No, that's
Cody
real,
gross.
Oh, yeah. That's funny. That's fucking epic.
He's like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. And I was just like, is it though? I swear, he's like...
Like you open your wallet.
I'm telling you.
You open your wallet, you just like, one chick right here. Like, you gotta believe
got those Instax, those little ones down here. It's like, yeah, bro. Like, and I don't know. It was kind of a bad idea, but
I just think that like we have photo books.
Just call them hot and ready's, dude. Like a $5 one hot and ready, man. Like, yeah, right off the press, bro.
Just fucking. That's so hype.
I don't know. It was a bad idea, man.
A fresh glaze, dude.
One day, laughing, dude. What? Yeah. Yeah, fucking.
But like we went to Megan's mom's house and I brought a photo book for her because she'd never seen my mom.
You go to the garage sale things. You go to those like just these black binders full of like just nudes on Polaroids, and you just pick. Oh, this chick's hot.
Yeah, I'll get this one. How much?
It's a pretty good idea because you give the chick like you give the chick like $300, and you take like fucking I don't know. A bunch of pictures. Yeah. Oh, none of them are the same. You can't duplicate it. It's like an NFT, bro.
It's a one-off.
It's like an NFT, bro. It's like, but you can actually hold it. And you're like, wow, I can put in a little baggie and like beat off on it or whatever. Like, there's so many uses for it, bro.
I almost think that's what a Ziploc bag is for. A sandwich bag, yeah.
You just sell it with like polyurethane fucking.
It's like a Pokemon card sleeve. You're like,
but then you get like into it, and then you're like, I want more of that girl, and you end up buying the whole collection.
Right? It's like no, that's real, dude.
And then you fall in love with them. Next thing you know, you're just following her until she goes jogging at a national park, and then you just fucking gank him. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, it's just like.
Yeah,
I wish I could edit that.
I would say physical photos do breed monsters.
Like Ted Bundy is like taking Polaroids and shit.
That's a fucking thing, dude.
Oh, okay.
Now
it's like on topic.
Now it's like the fucking like serial killer smartphone. It's just like a smartphone. Just like
serial killer smartphone. Why that was funny. We gotta stop joking about people dying.
I'm sorry.
Alright, come on, what are you doing?
Oh shit! But physical photos, I think they're fucking real. I think that's a good thing. Oh shit! It's a time machine. It's the same thing I always say with the movies and the music. It's like, it's cool sometimes to flip through a fucking photo book and like go back in time. You know what I mean? And like, I think doing it on Instagram, it just isn't the same. Like, my favorite thing to do on Instagram.
There's no tactileness to it.
No.
It's so digital.
It just doesn't have the same.
You can't feel it. That's why the
Yeah,
Polaroid's
yeah,
the
yeah.
best, dude. The Polaroid, you can
The
touch it.
smell, dude. The fucking. It's like a comic book. No, it's like, to me, it's like the whole aspect of it. It's not just having it physical, but it's like, it's tangible. Yeah, you can feel it. Like, you can't feel anything in the cloud. You can't. I don't feel like I own anything when it's not physical. You know what I mean? Because I could lose a password in a fucking second. I have so many fucking passwords that I just don't remember anymore. Like, my iTunes, bro, I bought so many fucking CDs. I don't even have the fucking iTunes anymore, dog. Like, I don't remember the password, bro. Like, all that shit's gone. I don't own any of it anymore. I could if I, like, hit them up and, like, try to figure out the password and shit, but, like, am I gonna do that every time,
Steam
dude?
account,
Yeah,
dude. I
holy
forgot
fuck,
it.
dude.
I know the email, but I don't remember any. Apparently, it doesn't work either, so I don't know. I had all the games though. Like I had CS, fucking Half-Life 1. I guess it was that era though. So I mean,
I have all those.
it's not that many games. It was just like
Blue
it was like Ricochet, Blue Shit. It was
Yeah.
all those games
Dude.
on Steam.
Ricochet is so fucking sick.
On my original Steam account, it was Akuma 0080. That was my fucking at Gmail, or no, not even Gmail. It was at like AOL. At AOL, Akuma 0080. I made that account in like 2000 and like 2000 or something. And then I used it, and I fucked up because I don't remember how to get in on it. I don't remember the password. I don't remember anything. And I was just like, oh no,
bro.
I know.
It's tragic.
I've done that a couple times. You know what else?
Me too.
I think on my Battle.net account I had it too, and I had Warcraft fucking 3, yeah. And,
Frozen Throne.
Yeah, and then
Nah, they just did the remake.
I've done that so many times.
For Diablo
I think
2.
I actually bought Warcraft 3 more than I bought in Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
And that's like saying a lot.
Oh, I bought like 3 battle chests in my life, dude. Like,
yeah, I did that like in a year. I couldn't stop just break. I just get the disc and like break them. Like, oh fuck! I'm like,
when me and my next door neighbor would always like lose our discs with each other, so I'd like have his disc and like enter it in, and then he'd be on, and then I wouldn't be able to play. And I'm like, bro, I think you have my fucking disc. And I like go to his house, get my disc back, put in my real CD key. Like, this motherfucker, dude. Like, it was just the biggest debacle, dude. Yeah.
got you, dog.
Yeah, fucking Warcraft 3 is a good game, dude.
That was like the best game.
We gotta figure out your Steam password, dude. Those are some good games.
I know.
Right
I'm
there,
like,
dog.
dude, I just want to play Ricochet, dude. I don't know. Those games probably aged out.
I don't think Ricochet's even anyone plays it anymore.
I doubt it.
That was such a fucking unique game, though.
That game kind of sucked.
It did, but it was kind of cool, dude.
It was kind of cool.
A little bit.
I mean,
5% cool. But
I like Dead Defeat.
Oh my god, that was my game.
Dead
bro.
Defeat. I like that one shot shit. I was all about that.
Dude, fuck yeah. No. That's a fun game, dude.
It was fun.
People still play that game. That's the difference, dude.
Yeah,
People,
they do.
Not even Source, dude. Like the fucking shitty fucking
Really?
version. Yeah,
They
'cause
do?
that's the only one I have, dude.
Oh wow.
I like play it every once in a while. I'm like,
That's hype. I bought it for Source the other day. I fucked up. I should have bought the older one.
dude, it's so fun.
Because
bro.
that game was the best game.
It's so much fun. And like,
People are probably so good though.
oh my
and they're all
God,
hacking probably
oh,
now.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
like,
yeah. It's not like it's like fun, but like it's fun. Dog. Like, yeah. But yeah,
It was so balanced, dude. In a
It
weird,
used to be,
fucked
yeah.
up way. The
It
guy with the
used to
machine
be.
gun, you'd think he'd be the best, but nah, you just walk up and one shot him
Just-
and he's dead. With iron sights from like a mile
The
away. You
coolest
just
thing about
turn the
that
corner
game
and go,
too was being able to throw grenades back.
Wait.
They'd pull it, throw it, and you could pick it up off the ground and like throw it before it blew up.
Could you?
Yeah, dude. I used to
even
see people
remember
do that,
that.
and I was like, freak the fuck out. I was like, you're ballsy, bro. Because it would have like a set time to where it would explode. So you could like cook it for a second and then throw it, and it would just blow
Bro,
up.
I remember there was one level. It was like the Italy level, and there was one spot where you'd just be running like in the beginning of the match, and you'd time it. And there was one on the level. Oh, there was another level. Fuck, what's it called? I wish I remember the name because this would be kind of funny. It'd be kind of funny because like there's this one. You if you start off on the German side, the Americans have this one little blind corner where they can throw the grenades right over this little wall right where you start to come out at, and it's just like a grenade. If you go that way, there's always grenades blowing 24/7. It's like, I'm not even gonna walk that way.
That's so cool though.
So you had to go through the house, and you can get a little sniper perch, and you see the other guy. It is like a fucking fun maps. The maps were so good in that game.
They were.
And there was like a lot of those little grenade traps where like everyone had 2
Yeah.
grenades or whatever. If you picked like a guy with a grenade, you could just, everyone was just running and just, it was like a volley. It was like mortars going off like boom, 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 boom.
It's like real war, dude.
Yeah, I was like, Jesus Christ, how many grenades are we wasting on this fucking battlefield? It's insane.
Dude.
Because I would just throw them blind. I wouldn't even like use them. I see someone.
I would do the same.
I would just, because you get kills all the time with it. It's like, I either don't use it or I do it right here and I get a kill at like 25%.
Yep. I would do a thing where like, I would never like see somebody and then like throw a nade at them. I would like, before I went into a doorway, I would throw one in, and then as I exploded, I could run in and like be all cool and shit.
Well, it was just
dude.
weird because like in CS the grenades were dog shit.
Yeah,
dog.
they
were fucking terrible.
They were fucking hard, dude. Unless you were in
no, you could have one land underneath your legs and it would blow up and you'd have 64 life left or whatever.
What was the?
I don't think a grenade could even kill you in that game.
Was it Dust that had what's the one that had the underground bridge? Was that Dust or Dust 2? Like underground one where you could go into the counter terrorist.
That's Dust 2.
Dust 1 was hype then.
No, it's Dust 1.
I can't remember really. What's the?
You look to the left and there's a bomb planting thing up there, and then you look to the right and you go under the bridge and you turn to your left and you go up there. That's Dust. That's just original Dust.
Original Dust was sick, dude.
What was it Dust 2?
I don't really remember. I'm like trying to think about it right now.
I'm fucking tripping. I don't know. What's Dust 2? What's the other Dust look
The
like?
other Dust is the one that's like the bomb site for counter-terrorists. There's only 2 bomb sites. And there's that like... I can't even explain it. Actually.
But do you know what it looks like?
I know what it looks like in my head, but like reiterating it to you guys, like it just doesn't make sense to me. Or it just sounds like every other map.
What was your favorite CS map?
Assault.
Okay.
The warehouse.
Yeah,
one.
that is the best.
So
That's the
fun.
best one. It was a hostage one.
It was fucking
I like
sick.
the hostage ones more than I
Me
like
too.
the bomb ones.
Aztec was always pretty fucking cool.
Aztec, dude, the Aztec level on the fucking 360, the Xbox version of the game was the shittiest shit piece. The aspect ratio is fucking terrible. Like if you fell off that, you know, on the right hand side was like that weird water, like there's like water under the bridge or whatever.
Yeah.
It looked, I don't know why, if you looked on a computer, it was only like a 30-foot drop, but on the Xbox, it looked like it was a bottomless pit. You're like, okay, what the fuck is going on right now? It was like,
No, that game had some good maps for sure. But I think Day of Defeat had better maps for sure.
They were a little more...
it was a different game. I felt like...
It looked more... Whoever made the maps, I think, put a little more attention to detail.
Yeah.
I think the CS one... Well, I think Counter-Strike was probably made first, too.
Yeah, it was.
And the people that made Day of Defeat were like, hey, let's, like, put books on the shelf. You know what I mean? Like, let's, like, make this shit look legit.
It had a little bit more
What
of
was
like
the level on CS where it's like an office building and it's
CS
snowing?
Office, dude.
Okay, you do.
That was a
Office was fucking badass.
That was a hard one, though, dude.
Yeah, shotguns were actually like kind of good on that.
Shotguns and MP5s, dog.
Dude, you're fucking scared. There's this one hallway where like if someone had a shotgun, like it was over.
Just like every once in a while, too, just rocking a deagle in fucking Office, bro. I'd just be fucking headshot and dropping kills. Like,
that game is so much fun.
No, I know.
We're just talking about CS now. We gotta stop.
Dude, it's funny, but that was the first game that like really connected us, dude.
Yeah, no, you were like, have you ever played Counter-Strike? I was like, no. You were like, bro, you gotta check this shit. And then I went to your house.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, I went to your house and you like showed me how, like some Counter-Strike shit, and I was like, I have to get this game.
Dude, that's so.
I was like, I have to
bro.
get this game. I went to my mom. I was like, let's go. I don't know where we went to go get it. It was like some random shit. And I was like, how do I get it? You're like, you have to get Half-Life, and then you have to get Steam, and you have to do all this shit. And I was like, what is happening to me? I was like freaking out about it.
I had some friend's older brother do that to me because when I was like, I don't even remember how old I was.
I remember we were in school, and you were telling me, you're like, dude, like, it's the greatest game ever. Like, you're either a terrorist or a counter-terrorist. I was just like... and he's like, and the mission, the levels are like... like, you have to go rescue hostages. You need to get, like, some of them could die, but you have to rescue a certain amount. And if you don't, then you lose, and the other people win. And, like, you have to buy shit with your money. And I was just like, it was so much information to take in. I was like,
there was nothing like it at the time.
Well, yeah, because the other games were just like, you know,
GoldenEye.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It's like slaps only. Yeah. Like, is there a fucking Donkey Kong headphone? Like, you know what I mean? And you're like, no, dog. Like, there's a knife with like blood on it and shit. I was like, fuck. Like, PC gaming was like the next fucking.
It was so next level, and I felt like I was so lucky.
And then playing online,
bro. I remember getting Warcraft 3 though, and like,
oh, that game was the best. That's the best game.
Logging into the online and like
you're all stiff.
Yeah, I was like, oh, like what the fuck? Like I was like freaking. I'm like in chat rooms or something. I was like, some guy's like, hey dude, you fucking suck, dog.
There's like some headhunter guy.
Yeah.
Like, get on the ladder and fucking
learn how to play, bitch. Yeah, you're like, what? You got the peon still? You're a fucking loser. You'd be like, what is all this shit?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was so mind-boggling to me, dude.
Yeah,
playing people online, like, yeah, what the fuck was that?
I just wanted to get 250 wins so I can get the fucking little shaman guy. I was like, I could do it. I think it was 250. I can't remember.
I had so many accounts on that fucking game.
I know, that's the problem. That's why it was always so hard. I was like, fuck, dude. I had to rebuy it over and over and over again. I was like, this is so stupid.
What?
You know, actually, honestly, playing the game online, like I was never like an anxious person, but I always get tripped out.
Oh, I'd get
because I'm like, what if I just get fucking murked, bro? Because I wasn't that good, you know. I mean, I was okay for like a new guy.
I could surprise somebody.
It was weird because I played it for years, but I never really got like
into it
so crazy to where I was like, you know, like 5 million clicks. Joey was way better. I did fuck him up one time.
Yeah, that was godlike. That was fucking sick as fuck, actually.
Not today, dude. I fucking bodied that guy, dude. And it was funny because I was like, I don't know what his game plan was. He started expanding. He did like an early expansion.
Okay.
And he spent all his money on it, and I came in with like two fucking I had
two grunts.
I had the fucking Blade Master, bro, dude. You can't.
That's the only hero you
can't
need,
do that shit, dude.
A good Blade Master harass.
Oh my god, I was just fucking dude. I came in with two grunts and like one headhunter and killed his whole fucker. And I was like, this was the easiest. I was like, this is too easy. I was like, he must have another base or he must have something. And he's like, he just quit. And I was like, oh my god. Like that was like such an upset, bro.
No, that was, dude, because we used to see that guy body everything.
He was good.
He was really, really good.
He was good. I swear he knew Nemo. He knew mnemonic.
That's crazy.
Which is funny as shit. Because later on we'd play Street Fighter with them, and I was like,
I
couldn't remember Joey's tag on what's it called. They knew each other. Because he was like, this guy lives like around here or some shit. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, he's like super good. He's like the best guy in our little fucking.
That's happened to us with Paul with fucking like.
I know, it's
so cool like
Achilles.
that. Shout outs to video games, bro. Like,
fucking, we met Paul at like Achilles barbecue in like 2005 or some shit. We didn't even
crazy,
know,
bro.
That shit was so funny.
Dude, video games were that important back then though. They really like made a difference, dude. Like. You tell one kid about fucking Counter-Strike, dude, then you got like this group of friends.
And like you get some kid to try to like explain roadblocks to you, and you're like, can you stab anyone?
Yeah. Like, well, you build stuff. Like Fortnite, but then you shoot them, right? They're like, no.
Like, yo, this game is fucking just bitch made. You guys are fucking losers. I'm like, how much time do you spend playing this shit?
Dude.
Maybe China's right. You know, China's like, they're making it to where you can only, if you're under the age of 18, you can only play games. No, you can only play games for like 2 hours a week or some shit. Only in these 3 hours a week in these specifically allotted times.
Why?
Because it's just like they can see that kids are getting too addicted to games.
Fuck.
And they're so like they're such like they have such power over what all happens there.
That's kind of true. That is kind of
like
true.
Everything runs through the government. So like, I guess you have to log in, right? And they know everyone. It's like there's some real Orwellian shit. They know.
What do you think about that?
So they'll kick you off when you get to that 3 hour mark. You'll just get.
Do you think that's a good thing?
I mean, I don't want to speak for other people's cultures. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it'd be a great thing for Americans.
No.
For America. I think if I had a kid who was addicted to Roblox, I'd be like, fuck yeah, you know? But I'd be like, dude, sign me up. We're moving to fucking Wuhan or what, dude? You know, I mean, but
well, the whole Fortnite
you know,
craze, I think that really changed things.
I think parents need to just take on a little more responsibility.
Yeah, no, that's very true.
They need to take their kids on like a fucking baton death march, like my mom took me on when I was a kid, and like left me to die, and I like came back.
Just a survival.
I came back, and the only reason I survived was so that I could murder my own mother at the end of the trip, and then I had to change of heart at the last minute.
And you like loved her.
And then I was like, you know what, this was a good experience for me. You know,
I hated you at first, but now I think I love you.
Like, you know what I mean? Yeah,
I survived this just so I could get home and play Roblox one last time.
I mean, come on, dude. Like, I was looking at the edge of the fucking mountain. I was like, you think I could die from this fall? I was like, oh, dude, it was bad.
Hanging your foot over the edge, like.
I got a rock. I like threw it off, and it was like, and I was like, oh, it's really.
I don't want to survive. Like,
I was like, anything to get me out of this fucking mess.
That's so fucking.
No, that whole fucking hike was a shit show. But
I mean, I think that is a good thing, maybe.
I mean, who knows? I don't think it's a good thing. I think it's authoritarian.
I think that kind of sucks for them, dude.
I'm into like you know, just personally being an American, I'm a little more into like freedoms of people being able to do what the fuck they want. But I could see where in China, if you got some kid who's like full retard for something, and you're like, how are we gonna solve this? Like, you don't need to play more than 3 hours, you know?
Well, isn't that like a big movement in the Japan thing where like
I think it's only for kids
or whatever?
I think if you're older, you don't. I think if you're over the age of 18, you don't have to.
You don't have to.
If it was for anyone, I'd be like,
well, the thing is, like,
this is a problem.
I think that's good in a sense that, like,
they want to make sure the kids do their homework.
Well, there's a case where they want their kids to do their homework so much that they become hikimoras and like don't leave their fucking house and like just play video games for fucking like 17 years.
I think they don't want the kids to leave their house and realize that there's like 6,000 men to one woman. Yeah, and they're just like, well, I mean, it's got a fucked up situation.
Yeah, that is kind of fucked up, dude.
They got a really fucked up situation. Their economy's on the verge of collapse because fucking that what's that? Oh, there's like that's why the market crashed. I got my shit out of crypto just in time.
Smart.
There was this real estate company in China who's like, they have like $400 billion in debt or some shit. They have that much like money that they have spent that they don't have, and that's how much debt they're carrying. And like thousands, hundreds of thousands of people have paid for houses that they were supposed to build, and they just haven't built them yet. And it looks like China's just gonna let them go down.
Wow.
And you know how like that happened with us kind of in America, but we bought out, like we bailed them out.
Yeah.
All the like banks that were just lending money to people that they knew couldn't pay it off because they were just gonna sell that loan to some third party fucking people, and they just were laughing, counting the money all the way home. And if that happens, I mean, the economies are so tied together that it could ripple through, and it could really fuck some shit up here too, but who knows?
I guess we'll see, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's
That's
pretty
terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, it happens though. You can't play fucking stupid forever.
No.
You can't play fast and loose forever and just think like, oh well,
it'll all manage itself.
I'll get bailed out if shit hits the fan.
Oh, that is.
They might try to make an example out of you. I mean, in America, that doesn't happen. No one goes to jail. All the criminals are really all the real
Fire Festival. I mean,
all the real criminals of the
Billy, whatever, went to jail. Dude.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Fire Festival guy.
Well, there was.
And then he got out. And then he got out and like started his like second company, like
the Winter Festival. Was like,
you want to go to Beyonce's like kids fucking like. I don't even know. It was like some like stupid shit. It was like tickets to like dumb shit, and it's like he was still like pawning people. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like that's so crazy, dude.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
I mean, that's true, dude. When you're a fucking hot upstart, dude, you just gotta keep the money coming in, bro.
I think this lens is gonna work out for us, bro.
I'm excited, dude.
We'll
you want to talk about that? You want to bring
we
up the?
We can talk about it for a minute.
Yeah, let's bring up the camera, dude.
So I bought a camera for the fucking podcast, and it's Lumix G7, which is pretty old, and it wasn't too much money. This shit came out like fucking, how long ago did this come out? Does it even have a date? It's like in a fucking, no, it's so old, bro. This shit's old, but it is a 4K video camera. It's mirrorless, and when I bought it, it came with this fucking lens, and I thought that it was a different one, and I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, so I just got it because it was kind of a good deal. But this kit lens is like the opposite of the one I needed, because how far away do you think the microphone is?
Like
maybe 7 feet.
Yeah, I'd say about 6 or 7.
So it's like 7 feet away from us, and if this thing's on, it is like, could it get closer? I don't think so. It's like point blank. It looks like it's shot like,
it's like
right
a selfie
here.
cam, dude. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, but it's
right.
Yeah, it looks like I'm holding a normal camera, like a vlog camera, but it's like 8 feet away from us, and it's like that vlog focus.
Yeah.
So it only gets Brandon's face or whatever. And so that was a big fuck up. And make sure you do your homework on, because now I have to sell this thing, and it's not necessarily like in good.
You don't think we could keep it and use it for anything?
I wouldn't want to keep this lens for anything. I'd try to get some money back on something. But I ended up... So this is man, this is so complicated. Essentially, it's a 45 millimeter to 150 millimeter zoom, right? And this is where it's complicated, because me and Tong were talking about it, and he's like, oh yeah, like I use this for that. And asked me questions. I was like, well, what kind of sensor size do you have? He's like, I don't even know. I'm like, okay, well, this doesn't make any sense. So this type of camera has a micro 4/3 sensor. I shouldn't be speaking right now. I'll spit in it and shit. It's a little smaller. So these are all mirrorless cameras. Mm-hmm. That's why the bodies are so small. Micro 4/3 is like the smallest one to my knowledge that they make that are like still used. Then there's like Sony makes like a micro 4/3 type one, but it's not the same. Okay. And it'll be a little different. And then there's full frame cameras. So like this 45 millimeter to 150 millimeter lens on a micro 4/3 like this, it's double. So it's, if it was a full frame, if you were taking a full frame camera, you'd have the same focal point at that distance at 45 as you would at 90. Wow. So and then the Sony ones are different, but at least this is simple because it's just double. I got you. You need like a calculator to fucking. I'm serious. With the Sony ones, you're like, bro, there's like an algorithm. Not an algorithm. There's like a fucking formula you have to put in to figure out what it is. I'm like, well, at least it's simple. Yeah. And so I ended up buying some Sigma 16 millimeter one, which on the micro 4/3 it'll be like a 32 millimeter, and hopefully at 7 feet away it can show us on a couch. If not, I might try to sell that lens if I can't find any other use for it. But it also should be good at like low light. So I want to be able to take pictures like at the arcade or some shit or whatever, like in the garage, like take cool pictures or something. So,
no, for sure.
So I wanted to get one that would be
useful in all senses. That would be
good at a distance like this, and we could use outside to shoot some stuff. They're all good for video, or what's it called. So this, So, and this is a good camera because the reason why I got this one, people are like, oh, it's got 4/3, the aperture, not aperture, but it's got the micro 4/3 thing. So like that's fucking stupid. Like, but that's not why I bought it. I bought it because it's got sound. You can plug in audio on here. So I can have like a little Rode mic, and if we were trying to like make a video outside of you doing like kendama like or something, like it would you get better audio. It has like an external audio that you can put into your recording.
See, that's sick.
So you can get. I actually came with a little mic.
Damn, dude.
But it's kind of shitty.
Okay.
And we'll test it, but if it doesn't sound good, I'll just get a better one.
For sure.
It's like literally we were talking about China earlier. This is like, we should have been talking about this fucking little shotgun mic. It was the most Chinese fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. I was like, Jesus Christ. But it's got a camera that flips out. It's got a screen that flips out. So you can see. So like we can make sure it's working. Or
Definitely.
like we're in the picture.
Definitely.
And
I like that.
You know. And it's, you don't have to, let me go check. Like we can sit out in front of it and still fuck with it against the wall, and we'll be able to see what's going on. And then like the Sony one was like, there's like an A5100 that's pretty popular, but the screen flips up this way and you can't really see it that well. And then there's no like external audio, so that was kind of Whack. But this has got HDMI out, so we could get like a cam link and have it there with the plug-in. You don't even have to use the battery thing, and then just have it going straight into the camera. We'll be able to get a good...
I like that.
It'll be cool. It might make us look uglier, but whatever.
You know what, though, dude? It's time for these people to find out. Dude.
Yeah, I mean, we can't be trolling people forever. Luckily, we don't have to worry about that, right? But
yeah.
Oscar's like, I watched the podcast. I'm leaving. Yeah. Like, what? I can see truly how horribly fucking just you look like shit, boys. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm excited about it.
I'm excited, too,
hopefully, I can get some money for this piece of shit. This thing, I mean, Jesus Christ, this thing's a piece of shit. It's like made out of plastic. Like, what the fuck?
We'll probably get something for it though.
Maybe $75.
But hopefully we're on to some cool stuff, and we'll make some cool videos, and yeah, it'll be fucking cool.
It'll be fun.
It'll be a lot of fun, dude.
It'll be fun.
Well, sir, you think we should close this up or what, dude?
I don't know. What time is it? Are we at?
Almost at 2.
Oh, sure. Well, anything else?
Flew by. No.
Let me think. Oh, no. I got something to talk about.
Let's hear it.
So, I'm probably going to get shit for this for something, but like, I'm on fucking YouTube, and then everyone's favorite fucking, what's it called? Button check video popped up, and it was like, I didn't even watch the whole thing. I watched like 30 seconds of it, and I already came with my answer. But it's like, what's more important, the players or the commentators? I
saw that one. I didn't watch it though.
Okay. I think it's pretty simple. Which one's more important?
I knew what they were going with it, but I'm excited to see what you're going.
Well, to me, it's not even a question. It's like, I don't want to sound like a fucking douchebag, but
sound like one, bro. Let's hear it, dude. Douche it up right now.
I'm glad this is gonna go a little FGC here for a second, which I'm glad because we haven't talked about this shit at all. But for people who think that commentators are more important than, I guess it all started off because they were saying no one gets paid. And that's funny because obviously you're not getting paid because what we're doing, this is fake. Have you ever seen the fucking fake biz, like Tim Dillon shirt I wear? Like, FGC shit is fake business.
Fake business, bro.
This is absolutely, positively fake business.
You just do it until it starts something.
Like, the people are like, oh, I commented on this tournament like 6 months ago and no one's paid me out. It's like, yeah, because you're never going to get paid, stupid.
You're an intern, bro.
You're a fucking idiot. Like... that's what I'm saying. It's like everyone needs to stop acting like this is some like career. They're gonna like, oh, I'm gonna be a career commentator. What's it called? It's like, yeah, good luck getting paid on that shit, you fucking dummy.
Yeah,
it's not real. We'll give you fucking $2,500 to commentate all weekend long. It's like, dude, you can take that promise and wipe your ass with it because that's all it'll be good for. Make them write it down on a piece of paper so that you can wipe your sweaty asshole off
at the end of the tournament.
At the end of the tournament, you can just clean your sweaty fucking ass crack out with this promise of money because it is never fucking coming.
Oh my god!
You do this shit for free because you like doing it, or you just don't do it at all.
Yep.
I mean, you might, maybe Capcom fucking writes you a check or some shit, but this is just not. This is typical FGC.
What do you feel about like?
This is fucking gaslight pizza. Richard's gonna win $2,000 at the end of the what's it called, and he gets a fucking pack of Pokemon cards or whatever the fuck happened.
Oh my god, I mean? Dude!
It's like just
real. You can't trust.
People need to either be more honest about what they promise, or people need to be more honest with themselves as to what they're willing to do for absolutely nothing. Because if you're doing it for the fun of it, it should be fun. If you're not having fun, stop commentating. Exactly. And quite frankly, I don't give a fuck about the commentators because I'm at the tournament. If I'm not at the tournament, I'm not watching the stream.
Yeah, that's true.
Like when I was like playing games, I was going to the tournaments, and you don't hear any fucking commentators.
It's not like they have fucking PAs or like.
So like the whole argument is talking about like, oh, these tournaments you're not going to, and it's like, oh, so you don't watch like the Brazilian Capcom Cup? Fuck no, I'm not watching that shit.
No,
I'm not watching that. I'm at work. Like I don't give a fuck. Are you kidding me? You don't rewatch it. You don't listen to the. I don't give a fuck who the commentators are.
Yeah.
They shouldn't even be there.
If it's not fucking, what is it?
You want to fix the problem with everyone bitching about everything, dude? Just stop streaming fucking tournaments. Just be like, show up or don't. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Why are we gonna not get paid? We're gonna commentate on shit and not get paid. Like, and they're like, what's your favorite tournament moment? It was me sitting in a fucking chair watching the match. I'm listening to no fucking commentator talk about anything because they're not relevant if you actually play the game there at the place. You know what I mean?
To me, streams, like, I did watch an Evo stream. We've watched Evo streams before, but it's nothing like being at Evo. And
when? The 2010 one?
I feel like 1 year we did.
We watched 2010.
That's it.
That was the only Evo that I've ever watched on stream that I didn't go to. It was when Microsoft.
I might have watched one from work too. I forget which one I watched at work. But even then, it's like commentators have changed constantly too. Where the fuck is what's his name been, dude? Skeet Sonic. Where the fuck is Skeet Sonic been, dog?
He probably went on a jog at a national park and never fucking came back. I mean,
he probably never got paid and just stopped, dog. He's just like, fuck it, dude.
No, but it's like, come on, guys. And then the people were like, I won a tournament, I never got paid. It's like, yeah, dude, this is fake business. Can we stop pretending like this is like? Please make this be a wake up call for everybody.
Oh yeah, dude.
If you're fucking making life choices based upon some career in fucking commentating fighting games or winning tournaments to make up money, just jump off the Golden State Bridge right now, because you'll get it over with faster than a lifetime of like, oh, don't worry, I'll get paid for this fucking.
It'll happen one day.
It's like, just stop it.
Yeah, that's
either
bad.
do it for fun. Or you shut the fuck up and stop bitching about shit.
Take on it? Was he like?
I don't know. I didn't listen to his take on it.
I think commentators are the best.
Because like there was like, you know, at the end he starts spewing off on his shit. I was like, I don't give a fuck with this guy. I know my take on it, and it's not going to be what this guy has to say about it. I'm like, go to the fucking tournament. You don't have to worry about how bad the fucking commentators are.
Even hear
They're like, there's nothing worse than a tournament with bad commentators. I'm spitting. I need to put the stick on it. There's nothing worse than a tournament with bad commentators. It's like, what are you even talking about? It's like, just go to the tournament.
Yeah, you don't ever have to.
And you don't have to worry about a shitty commentator. Like, people are like, you're such a fucking piece of shit. Like, you think I live in fucking buttfuck nowhere. Like, I can't go to any tournaments. It's like, okay, well then watch the shitty fucking stream. This is what this is. This is who this is for, I guess.
It's for you.
It's for you. But...
And it's free.
Huh?
And it's free.
Yeah, so, I mean, they're like, oh, the good guy. Yeah, it's like, bro, I mean, you're probably getting paid more money to watch it than the people are, like, they're, like, losing money to commentate and actually participate in it. It's like
spending their own money to get there to, like, commentate for the tournament. And they're like, well,
it's just weird. And it's just it's so funny how everyone thinks this shit's gonna go, like, the way of like Dota or some shit. Everyone's gonna be millionaires. We're all gonna be fucking millionaires. It's like, no, you're not. There's no future in this other than just doing it for fun, because it's what we've done for fucking a decade or whatever.
Yeah, years.
It's like, you just do it for fun, or you do your own shit for fun, and if you go to some local shit, they'll pay you, because if you don't, then you get your fucking ass beat, or you don't say shit like we did for a long time about, you know,
seriously, Richard's gotten promises.
Oh, do you know how many fucking Rambats he's won with like millions of... He's missed out on half the money of his whole lifetime of like promised jackpots. Like, he's probably got half of one.
These are all fire festivals. That's what no one's understanding. They're all fire festivals, and they're promising all these things, dude. And it's just like, at the end, dude, like, who's still here eating that cheese sandwich, dude? Like,
the Hyperbomb Fire Festival, dude. Oh my god!
It's like, oh,
this shit is so good. Yeah, so I mean, you know, if Button Check isn't good for anything other than to like bring up some stupid topic that I could just shit on and like laugh about, I think it's worth it. Keep doing it.
I think that's the point Dante was trying to make, was that not everyone gives a fuck about Button Check, and it's like, we do though. We just need to see their fucking.
That was like the greatest thing I've ever seen. Because like, I wanted to comment on the video. I wanted to be like, you guys are fucking. Like, I'm serious, dude. Like, I was like, you want to know how to make sure you don't have shitty commentators? Like, go to the tournament and play games, you fucking bitches. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, dog, you don't have to worry about the commentators.
No, not at all. I don't think... You don't hear them. No, seriously, you don't hear them.
So, but that's how bad the argument is. It's like, the commentators make it so much better if they're good or if they're bad. And it's like, that might be true, but you want to know who has the best seat in the house or in those little fucking chairs out in front of the projector. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's nothing better than that.
No.
And there's no commentators there.
There is.
Huh?
You're the commentator.
Yeah, you're sitting there with your friends. You're fucking making live bets. Fucking even or odds on the timer. Even or odds. Like, I got 5 on even. Yeah. People are like, look, you know, like, you know,
I got $10 on this guy beat a bitch.
It's like first hit, fucking first counter hit. You got like a chalkboard and a fucking one of those green visors, and you're smoking fucking like. It turns into like a fucking little Vietnamese like betting.
Yeah, people's hands are getting cut off and shit. We're
they're like rolling dice and like breaking a loaded dice, and then everyone gets beat up at the end. You're like, oh my god, no, dude, it's just fucking wild, dude, and it's fun as shit. And there's no commentators.
No,
and it's great. You don't need to have good commentators to. That's the thing. I could see an argument for people who don't have the ability to travel or live in a place where it's just not viable. You know, they're taking the fucking bus to San Diego or whatever. That's a thing, right? And I understand that. But the players are more important than the commentators. The commentators only serve like a small subset of the population. And quite frankly, like when I was in the deepest, as deep as I was into like MMA when I was like a hardcore fan, I'd always watch the pay-per-views without the fucking commentators. I'd just turn it down because they couldn't. Like, I understood.
You knew enough
fighting.
About it, right?
I understood, right, the sport and fighting and what was happening better than the commentators could explain it to me. Especially in that era where like Mike Goldberg was still commentating. I mean, there was. And then Joe Rogan was just the hype guy. He was just like, "Oh my god, fucking!"
That picture of him like
that shit is fun, dude. No, like, but he pissed me off a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So I was just like, if there was like a negative fan, I fucking hated fucking Joe Rogan's commentary back then, and I would just turn that shit down. And we would just all be watching the fights without.
And we would all. But that's the thing. What I was talking about. It's like we were all the commentators at that point because then we were fucking gabbing. We're watching the fights. We're fucking singing shit and like.
Well, I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh look, he's going for Kimura without the leg trap. He's gonna swing around for an armbar. And like, I don't need to have the fucking commentator say it after it starts happening. Oh, he's going for an armbar. It's like that's the setup.
Yeah.
That fucking yeah. And I remember saying it one time, and we were watching a GSP fight Matt Hughes for like the second or third time.
GSP had a big dick. I was like,
yeah, exactly. No, we'll talk about that. Fucking Ortega's cup last night. I was like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you doing? And like, we all know he like fucked Halle Berry. If people don't know this or not, like,
that's so badass.
Brian Ortega fucked Halle Berry. You heard it here first, dude. That's all I'm gonna say. But he was wearing this cup. My mom was just like, why is his cup fucking sticking out so far? I was like, you get to choose your own cups, man. I think there's a lot of jiu-jitsu fighters pick extra large cups, or they wear the steel cups, like the Thai cups, the ones made out of steel, because whenever you get like a like an armbar and shit, it is like it creates like a better fulcrum point to like break the arm. Or if you get like a knee or arm, it gives you something more to like yeah. So it's you know, like Kenny Florian would always fight with a steel cup, and he'd like just try to break people's shit with it.
That's
you know what
real,
I mean?
Dude.
And then people will get those big ones. So like people have normal size ones with no padding and shit, and these other motherfuckers got these just monster ones. So if they even get close to an armbar, it'll be breaking their fucking arm.
That's true.
Fuck, you don't even have to really you know, it's kind of cheating. It's not cheating, but it's sanctioned.
It's an advantage in a weird way.
Sanctioned, advantageous. What's it called? But if you're not trying to armbar anyone, you don't need a big cup. So it's like
no. But damn, I never put that two together like that, dude.
Yeah.
I never thought of it like that.
Yeah.
That's fucking real, man.
Yeah, so these guys don't have fucking...
You're wondering why this guy's got a big
They don't got heavies. They're just fucking, you know...
They're thinking right, dude. They're like, fucking break this
It's a strategy. It's a strategy for grapplers.
It's a mindfuck right at the beginning.
At the
so like, dude,
cut.
this guy's hung, dude.
Or if they, like... Sometimes if you're fighting a southpaw, you might have a better chance of getting kicked in the balls on accident.
Well, I was going to say, when you were saying going for the armbar, maybe they could miss the heel and, like, just heel you right in the nuts. You know what I mean? Like in a fucking hairy situation, I'd rather have a steel cup on then, dude, than just taking a heel to the fucking nuts.
Yeah, the Thai guys always wear the steel cups. They're just like get this cloth thing just into your ass cheek, like going up your ball. I mean, it's fucking insane. It's really uncomfortable, but you can get kicked full clip in the balls and it wouldn't hurt, and you can just break people's shit.
That's fucking sick, dude.
With submissions, yeah. So the steel cups are pretty useful. Plus, if you're like on top control, you can just like dig in with your cup like, on their ribs.
Like, dude, what the fuck, man? Yeah. Force them into a position you want them in. Like,
Christ, just like get a fucking fettuccine.
Yeah.
What's that called?
That fettuccine poke dog.
Yeah, you're just like
the fucking Nokia fucking flip phone fucking antenna, dude. You just like. People don't know.
No, but yeah. So I mean, there are people that will talk about. They have that experience of like, oh, I watched an event with bad commentators and it really kind of fucked it up for me. But I think it's worse to have shitty people playing.
Yeah.
You'd rather see the highest level of play.
Fuck yeah.
The commentators don't
That's what
matter
you're
that
there
much.
for.
If you actually go to tournaments and you're a tournament player and you're fucking are competitive, you know, you're competing, the commentators don't have anything to do with anything. You don't even know they're there. Mm-mm. And who gives a fuck about them? Yeah. They're not getting paid or anything. So.
No, and you're getting a free stream, so it's like,
yeah, you're getting.
You even talk shit on like shitty commentary. Like, it's like, grow up, watch the fucking tournament, and shut the fuck up.
Just go to the tournament. You don't have to worry about it anymore.
Well, I don't have the availability. Then shut up and watch the fucking tournament, dude.
Yeah, watch it with the fucking volume.
And if you do have good commentators, good shit, dude, because that is pretty cool.
It's fun. If there's fun commentators on it, it's kind of fun. But like, it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, in my opinion. No, because it's not like I'm watching some like Southeast Asia.
No, but when we used to watch 8 on the Break, dude, Chris Hu and fucking was it Rico Suave, Team Aqua Silk, dude? They were fucking funny. Oh, they were really fucking funny.
No, there's good teams of commentators, and it will be funny, but it's not.
It's not needed, but it's refreshing.
If you go, you don't have to worry about it.
No.
You're not gonna hear a goddamn thing they have to say.
No, that's true. That is true.
And you still have the best seat in the house, and you might be in a shitty mood because you fucked up and you're not feeling good about it. But at least you don't have to worry about the commentators being good or bad. You know what I mean? You don't have to worry about it. Just fucking go.
Just go have a good time.
Just go. Sometimes they'll play the commentators over the speakers. I don't know how they do that without an echo. They do a pretty good job of like. I don't know how the fuck they do that, but it's you know, that's one thing. I think they did that at that fucking Victrix tournament. They had James Chen like over the fucking in the bar. They had it playing.
That's crazy.
Was it James Chen and whoever else was it Say Jam or something?
Was that what the article was about? Was it like with Say Jam? Because I saw a picture of him in it and I was like,
I think he was saying he didn't get paid for tournaments. That he's like, I gave it up. I'm trying to get paid on this shit. That's the whole thing, bro.
I mean, you have to at that point.
It's a fake fucking business, guys. The sooner people realize this, the sooner we can all just go back to having fun. And
playing games.
Saying whatever we want to say because we're self-censoring ourselves because we're being better people. But really, it's like,
it's a ploy just to get like...
I want to be able to get paid real money. It's like, well, have fun waiting around for 6 months for that check. And you might get like a fucking... They pay you in fucking... watch like leather bands. Yeah. Like, remember that sponsor? Throw them some leather bands, dude. Remember that episode of fucking what was that? One of those pawn shop shows, and there was one called like Extreme Pawn. It was like in Chicago, and like it really was bad shit crazy.
Was it with the son and daughter that worked there with their like crazy
older dad? And like so like one time this guy was like. It was a fucked up thing, bro. He's like, I'll give you $100,000 for this watch or some shit. And like they just do it on like a because he was like a regular customer and they just like did it for some reason. They gave it to him or something, and the guy like wasn't paying him, and then he's like, he finally came in. He's like, "Oh, I got your 100,000," or it was like 20,000. It was something stupid, and it was just a box full of like leather like watch bands, and he's like, "You can sell those each for like $15," and there's like 5,000 of them or something, and they're just like, "What? Where's the money, shithead?" And he's just like, "That's it, dude. That's what I got." And they're like, and then they just took it, and they were so. And he's like, "Maybe in 20 years we'll make more money than fucking." I was like, "Yeah, so that guy fucked up." Yeah, they're like, I can't remember exactly the details of it, but that's essentially it was hardcore pawn, and some guy sold up some wristwatch for like an absorbent amount of money.
It's like one of those snap ones.
It's like, the kids love these things. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. If nothing else, like, I don't know. If you're on like FGC Twitter, you'll be able to like see all this stupid shit play on real life, but. I have better things to do, so I'll just like see a YouTube thumbnail and I'll just have an opinion instantly. I don't even watch the video. I'm just like, oh, you want to know what's more important?
That's what I'm talking about.
What's more important is you actually fucking show up and like have a better time than watching it at home, like alone without your friends, like fucking eating hot and ready, right? Like just trying to kill yourself with like soda,
so much, like white sauce pizza. You're just like fucking.
You know what I mean? It's like, who gives a shit about the commentators? The commentators could go away, and I couldn't care any less. It's not why I play games.
Yeah,
I don't play games to hear some fucking dipshit talk on a fucking microphone.
The worst part for me, I'm like the worst player. I'm like the worst person. I don't even know enough to even understand what some of the commentators are even saying. Like sometimes my game knowledge, like terms and fucking. Sometimes it's just like, oh, is that what he did? Like I didn't even know. You know what I mean? Like I was such a dumbass, dude. I just played by feel. I didn't know any of the terms of what.
Like if they were like, oh, the options. Are like,
yeah, I'd be like, oh, like, yeah, cool. Like,
but if you're okay, hold on. You're telling me if you're watching an Ultra Street Fighter 4,
I would know what they were talking about. But if they were playing like the new Guilty Gear, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I'm saying? So like to me, it's like, it's good, but it's like. I could just watch and be entertained. I don't really need to like.
Or you could go and talk to people and be like, "What's happening?
What does that
now?"
mean? Like,
or like, "What's happening right now?" Like, see what
I don't know.
Just go. Just fucking go. If you can make it out to a tournament, just fucking go. If it's anywhere near you, just go.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I haven't gone.
I haven't gone. Yeah.
I haven't gone to anything lately, but there's only been like random shit. I don't want to. Everyone's all weird about it. They're like, "Are you vaccinated?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Dog, I'm not even fucking cut, dog. Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. Where's your fucking card at? I'm like, oh, I left it in my car. I'm just like driving. I'm like eating a hot ready and drinking.
Watching the stream. Like,
no, I mean, come on. We'll see.
I feel you. I know what you're saying.
But
honestly, helping me. Being the novice I was and going to tournaments and listening to you guys talk and you guys explaining it like helped me out more than just watching a stream, dude.
The thing is, at a certain point, it does nothing for you. I mean, it's like with the MMA commentary. It's like now it's a little different because they have more like retired fighters doing it. So you have like the old
maybe
like
more of an
Daniel
insight.
Cormier or fucking last night it was what's his name? I can't remember his name right now. What the fuck? Paul Felder, and he's and then like Dominic Cruz is a good commentator. They use once they got these fighters to commentate and they're giving
they can actually give you insight like in his head right now.
Well, they're like, oh, what he's gonna try and do? He needs to sit up on his hip and get on an elbow and try to fight back up to his feet. He's not doing that. So like, but at the same time, it's like I know what they're supposed to be. At a certain point. If you know it good enough, like the commentators do nothing.
Yeah,
that's very true. You just literally turn it off.
It's like football.
They don't fucking.
You watch football enough, you don't.
For football, I need the commentator. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but there are people out there.
If you do know what's happening, then you really don't need the commentator.
Definitely.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
You don't. So like, it's supposed to be entertaining for. I mean. I assume if they're trying to get views, the reason why they're trying to get better commentators or good commentators is because they want the viewership to probably be
as good as it can be.
As entertaining as possible. But it's never gotten me to watch a fucking tournament before. I've never been like, I'm gonna watch a tournament.
Oh, he's commenting. I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I know. That's
like,
weird.
I couldn't care any less.
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't. I'm either gonna go or I'm not gonna watch it, and I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It couldn't be like, oh, God's commentating. I'd be like, who? Like the fuck?
Hope he does good.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll be real censored. It's gonna be real fun. Have fun with that one, guys. He ain't gonna say anything fucking controversial. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, seriously, dude.
It's like, have fun with your fucking, like, neutered fucking commentary team. Everyone's just trying to say that. Everyone's just like, nothing. I mean, if we can, I mean, I don't want to keep just talking shit, but there are people who are bona fide scumbags, and then they go commentator, and all of a sudden they're like, they're
suit and tie,
champions of fucking all things social. Like, you know, they're fighting the good fight. It's like,
that's why.
Give me a fucking break, you guys.
Was always the best commentator, dude. Because when push
he's like, you can almost see her pussy. It's like, yeah, dude, good shit. He's like, man, look at that. You just want to fucking.
Don't you just want to?
Yeah, good. I mean, I don't have to say names because I don't want to fucking accidentally cancel anyone because I don't believe in that shit. But I mean, you go listen to episode. Go look at episode whatever, the one where
things are talked about. Dude.
Yeah, I mean, give me a fucking break, dude.
Yeah,
this is how fake. It's just so fake, dude.
Yeah,
and it's like I get it. You know, we're not all trying to be fucking scumbags, and this whole like F word button I have over here is like, I don't even talk like that in real life. I only say this shit because you're not supposed to on the internet. Yeah. That's why I fucking do it. Yeah, it's just a thing to fucking irk people. Yeah. I'm just trying to be a fucking abrasive dude. That's all. You know, but fuck everyone who thinks commentators. That's what, like, they need to like do a poll. It's like, do you care about commentators? Is that why you watch tournaments? Like, yeah. I'd be like, go that way, and then just fucking turn on the gas. No, I'm just kidding. I'm fucking that's the fucked up. But
oh fuck.
Yeah, no. I mean, what are we doing here? That's it, I guess.
I think that's it. Yeah.
That's all I wanted. I said my piece.
We said our piece, and you know. Shout outs to commentators, dude.
Yeah, shout outs to not getting paid, dude.
Yeah, that's you.
Shout outs to Vincent and fucking Cody, dude.
Yeah, best commentators.
They never got fucking paid for them.
They haven't talked shit
because they know what's going on.
They know that's what's real though. There's a delusion of people that think because
what came first, the stolen shirt or the fucking unpaid fucking, you know what I mean? It's like, if a tree falls in the forest, like, and no one's around to hear it, like, does it make a sound? Like, come on.
Oh, that's so good, dude.
Alright, guys, I think that's it. We're fucking done.
That was
like and subscribe, and make sure you do your due diligence in fighting modern day cultural fucking what's it called? Say your F words in public, and be
make
selfish. And no, I'm just kidding. I'm just talking shit.
But real talk. Subscribe, like the videos, and thanks for all the input on the Patreon, and
I don't know,
maybe give us some more ideas.
I gotta dig up my DVD collection so we can like do this. Well, I mean, there's still some shit we need to buy. So, we gotta get a cable for the camera, and we need to get the cam link, and we need to get the battery thing so we don't have to have...
Oh, okay.
It just runs off a plug-in on the wall.
I got you.
And after that, we probably need a green screen, which is another $100. But it'll be big enough.
It's a big enough wall, too. It'll be perfect.
It's big enough. It'd just be like, whatever. And then we can do it.
Get ready,
do what the fuck we want after that.
Get ready.
Until we get sued by like New Line Cinema or some shit. But like, you've watched Ninja Turtles 45 times.
Like Warriors of Virtue has been played this many times.
How do I get home? You are home.